back on. Yay.
Alright, and we are live. Welcome, everybody who is watching us here. We are Epic and Friends, and this is our Pathfinder session. We are a group of MMO players who decided to get together and do this. Watch us come be idiots for a while.
God damn it, I'm gonna hurt someone.
As of last session, we ended off with the tournament finishing up with Tyr, of course, taking first place, Dak surprising everyone with a second place finish, Yedrin with a third, and Works following up with the honorable mention of fourth. Each of the fights were particularly gruesome in their own ways, with the exception of Dak versus Yedrin, with Yedrin deciding to surrender rather than getting zapped by lightning. As for the rest of the group and everything else, everyone has sort of split up after the tournament. Fionn having her special time with her companion Skull. When Yedrin, after a mostly joking proposition from Tyr, decided to take him up on the offer, and the two have been having their fun. Rowan and Dequa heading off to go shopping for clothes and other assorted things. And last but not least, Kato well, not last, but certainly not least, Kato has gone off to take a nap. While Works went and engaged with the locals, who promptly started buying him drinks, and he drank himself into a coma. So, who would like to regale us of what they're doing first?
I won't be with that.
I think the only one in the position to regale us with what they're doing is probably Todd and Gast off getting their clothing and accessories and yada yada.
Well, for the sake of it, I did say that Fionn and Yedrin both can sneak away for some time later.
I'm back. Had to hit something on the computer for my husband.
Okay.
Well, if you wanted to skip the whole shopping thing, Dak bought a whole bunch of items. She bought some clothes and...
I would rather wait for Rowan to get back and cover that.
Yeah, it might be good.
Perfect honest.
Alright, give me 1 sec.
Sorry.
So yeah, let's see what. Let's catch up with Fionn or Kato.
Someone.
Yeah, my thing's probably gonna be I'm probably not gonna get free into really close to the RPG competition. Maybe take a break for nourishment in competition.
So about what time was it again?
It's like not even noon.
Yeah, I think you said somewhere around like 10 or 11 o'clock.
Kato is going to see if he can find the Astrologicum.
Okay. Are you gonna ask for directions, or are you just gonna wander?
Well, probably ask for directions, but probably before that he's guessing it's going to be kind of high up, like over the city at least somewhat.
Okay.
He's gonna look around for that, see if he can't spot anything that might be that.
Roll a... You beat me to it. Kato, since we're maybe having people watching and I cut that off of Twitch, please announce your final roll. I know I can read it, but for the sake of anyone who's watching and...
29 on perception.
Alright, Kato. While you're kind of out and about looking around, you're not seeing much just from how the city's laid out. There's a lot of buildings in your way. However, after a couple minutes walking around and kind of climbing a few steps, you find yourself sort of going into this upper section of the city, overlooking the docks, where you've got kind of this clear view of the entire skyline and most of the cityscape, where only one or two of the taller buildings are kind of pushing up to block your view. It's at this point, as you're looking across a number of archways and stone, marble, brick buildings kind of all dancing about in these different, very vibrant colors. You can see far off in the distance, sort of on a inlet jutting off into the water across the bay, there's this building built well over the hills, overlooking almost the entirety of the city and spiring upwards. Built in the very telltale signs of an observatory.
It's gonna go that direction.
Okay. Kato, as you start making your way there and kind of crossing the street, you can hear the hustle and bustle of this town as it sort of comes to life around you, and people are sort of taking a break from the festivities or going about their usual work. You can hear the ringing of hammers banging against steel as blacksmiths are kind of getting right to work, and you walk through a craftsman section. Off on the side streets where the more local and tourist populations are going, you see these little side stalls with grills and fryers kind of getting to work, making various treats, kebabs, and the like for anyone who might be coming down to sell to them. And likewise, the streets on this section don't seem anywhere near as crowded as the most part. There's this general low hum of people working and a few shoppers and more local people walking about, but no one's paying you any sort of mind. Do you stop to speak with any of them? Do you stop to do anything on that way, or do you just beeline it straight to the observatory?
Just beelining it.
Okay. Let's see. As you make your way to the observatory, you do note it's going to probably take, unless you take a boat, like one of the little canal things, it's probably going to take you a good hour and a half to cover the distance.
I'm gonna ask about boats at one of the docks.
Okay. Kato, when you hit the docks, you very slowly make your way down toward the lower sections of the city. And as you're getting down there, you see the populace gets a little rougher, a little less clean. People are more apt to notice you in this location. Several of the sailors just kind of slowly turning their heads to acknowledge you. You don't feel like you're in any danger of any sort. But as you get closer and closer toward the docks, you're finally stopped by another Rogadin, probably about ahead with you, maybe slightly shorter, but definitely more built for manual labor. He kind of plants a single hand into your chest and goes, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! And where do you think you're going?"
Hey, it's Rowan! Yay!
Hey, sorry. Didn't want to say my
She lives!
maybe.
I missed you. I
And
missed you.
Pat wants to say hi to everybody.
Hey!
Hey!
I'm trying to plug Monster Karen.
Sorry to interrupt, Kato.
So basically, Rowan, Kato is heading towards the Astrologicum and got stopped by another Rogadin. That's pretty much all that's happened so far.
Okay.
I'm going to turn you up, Kato, because I can barely hear you.
My mic is pushed away from my face a little bit because I was eating earlier, so. I just kind of looked down at the Rogadin and I'm like, I'm going to the Astrologicum, or observatory or whatever you guys call it around here.
Ah, the Basilica of the Stars, are you? Ah, so that's why you're down
that.
in the docks. I thought you might have been another one of those, never mind. So you'd be seeking passage over there?
Yes.
Well, if you don't mind a bit of a choppier ride, he points down the way and you see there's like a very kind of makeshift dock there with what appears to be like this. It looks almost like a mana cutter, but built for going across the water. And he just points to it and he says, if you don't mind a rougher ride and paying a little extra coin, old Godfrey could probably get you over there in 10, 20 minutes.
How much coin are we talking?
I believe he charges about 20, 25 gil.
Okay, I can do that.
Oh, best be on your way then. Sorry to bother you.
Not a problem. Have a nice day.
You as well. Enjoy the festival.
Thank you. You too.
Just kind of,
Oh,
at that point,
Head
you see
down
him pull out
there.
an orange and start peeling it as you walk away.
gotta fight that scurvy. So I'm heading down to where he pointed out.
As you get there, there is a man, probably about 35, maybe 37. Highlander by the looks of it, tall, muscular. His skin is sort of scoured by the sea. By the looks of it, looks like he's had too much salt kind of pass by it and didn't get it off. And he just looks up at you from this very short mop of wet blonde hair, and he goes, "Yeah, what can I do for you?"
I'm looking to get to the Basilica of the Stars, I believe it was called.
Okay. You in a hurry?
Not terribly, but
He just kind of
it would.
sits up a little and pops. He's like, "All right, 20 gil. I can get you over there in about." He looks over across the water and kind of measures the waves for a moment, and he lifts his nose up. And he's like, "What a nice steak today. I can get you over there in about 20 minutes."
Alright, I pull out the gill and hand that over.
Takes it from you, and he just hop in. And he points, and you can see the mana cutter, like the sea cutter, I guess I should call it, has 4 seats and is very clearly motorized. And he just kind of sits in, and he just starts fiddling with some knobs in ways that are kind of hard to decipher.
I'm gonna climb in one of the seats and see if there's anything to strap myself in with.
Roll a perception.
Okay. $28.
Okay. As you're looking around, for a while you're like, there's nothing to really strap myself into, and then you look down and you can see there's ropes down beneath the chair that would kind of go across your waist and your chest.
Gonna tie myself in, I guess.
It's like, I see you sound the safety harnesses. And you see he's like standing up front, and he goes, "Well, shouldn't take us too long." At which point he just kind of, you hear the engine throttle beneath you, and this starts to buzz right beneath you, until the entire thing's kind of rattling you, and it just takes off, booking it across the water.
Because just gonna hold on tight.
Make sure not to open your mouth.
as he's driving, he looks back. He's like, "I don't find too many people who want to take the risk on this thing. You comfortable around motorized vehicles?"
I guess I helped siege a Guardian airship a few weeks ago, but and that went okay, but
he just very slowly like looks back at you, and you see him like crank the engine up faster. She's like, right, and you see it like go full throttle. Needs you to make a Constitution save.
You mean fortitude?
Fortitude. I am sorry.
Where is that on this new sheet?
Should be on the main page.
There it is. 11. Ew.
Okay, Kato. As the boat continues to bounce and rock, eventually there's this moment where your gut is jostling violently around. The waves kind of get to you, and after a few moments, when you kind of get back steady and everything settles, you just turn your head and you have to retch overboard.
Lovely.
So I am going to need you to take 3 points of acid damage.
Okay.
Basically, actually, let's not call it acid damage. Let's just call it damage. Just your guts jostling around kind of hurt you a bit. You're a bit shaky on your legs. He lets you off, and then he's like, "Take care," and you just see him shoot off across the way again.
I turn back up to the observatory and start walking up there.
Okay. As you start walking once more, Kato, you proceed up the steps, and it's a lot of steps. Like, it's basically an entire hillside worth of spiral staircases. If you were guessing, you'd probably say there's close to about 4,000 steps, just going up and around. And like, you see the hillside has sort of been covered over in stone, and there's little murals of the stars, and as you're kind of going up, you're realizing that the way the sun hits and like everything else is, this hill is almost like a giant star calendar.
Well, the climbing the steps isn't going to be too difficult because he lived on the side of a mountain for most of his life, so just gonna take note of that and keep climbing.
As you get about halfway up, there's a little landing, and you see there is a door in the side of the hill, which you're guessing is probably like this is where the hill actually originally ended.
Anything
I mean, I said there's a door
else?
there. There's not really any
anything.
markings, but there's a door.
Are there more steps, or is that?
There's more steps. It keeps going up, but you see there's this landing.
Gonna knock on the door and see if anyone answers to give me a little more information. Hello?
1 second.
Okay.
Actually, that needs to stay. As you knock Kato, there's silence for a moment. Then there's this ting, ting, ting coming from inside. And shortly after, a robed man comes up in front of you. It is a blue-haired Makote with very oddly shaped eyes. They almost look like starbursts. And as this man comes out, you see it's an older Makote with a matching full white beard, tiny horn-rimmed glasses, and he just looks up at you and goes, "We're not used to visitors. Can we help you?"
Yeah, I'm an astrologian in training, I guess. I haven't had any really formal training, but I did learn quite a bit from a teacher up on the spine. I was hoping to find out some more.
As you say this, his ears kind of waggle for a moment, and he goes, "You'll have to forgive me. You were taught up on the spine?"
Yes.
Well, we can offer some amount of training, but the practice is very new in Aponeus. We are just more or less getting our feet wet. Our instructors have had to join us from Ishgard and Alabathia and Voril. Why would you be sent here?
I wasn't really sent here. My adventuring party minded up here, and I thought I might come by and...
Roll perception while you're talking. Kato, as you,
14.
you try to look around him to see what's inside, and you see it's very dim, and you can't see a whole lot, but just kind of on that base level in front of him and what's illuminated, you can see there's this library kind of coming out and into a rounded circle just to meet your eyes, and there's books upon books upon books almost in every direction that you can see, and then directly in front of you and him, between you and all those books, is this sitting dining area where it looks like meals would be consumed, and off to the right and the left everything kind of just dissipates into shadows because the contrast of the bright light outside and the dimness inside is obscuring your vision.
Okay.
He just kind of looks to his left and his right for a moment and looks back at you and says, well, we aren't really equipped to teach so much as record what we see here. You said you were seeking training in full?
Not really, just more information.
What sort of information?
I didn't really think about that.
He just looks at you like, perhaps you should return when you've thought about it more.
Okay, is there someone I should speak to when I return, or just...
let me ask around, but we don't have a teacher or a headmaster. In fact, we're very sparse. It's probably only about 10 or 12 of us. I have to go check it. He like turns around. He's like, "Are the twins still with us?" He's like thinking for a moment. He's like, regardless, it was good speaking to you. If you'll excuse me, I have duties I have to return to.
Very well, I will. Thank you for talking to me.
He just nods very slightly and shuts the door.
Okay, so I'm gonna head back down and back into the city, I guess.
Alright, we'll pick up with Dak and Rowan. Rowan, you there? Because you're still muted.
Yeah, I'm here. I just didn't want to, can't interrupt anything.
So, Rowan, you and Dak have... After Dak won, and you met her brother, along with a few other things, she came back. You two had a brief conversation with a shirtless skull before you two decided to go shopping together.
Oh, okay. What do we...
She needs something for the popularity contest, and also she basically invited Adol out to have lunch with the group at some point, and also give them a tour of Abernaeus. So she wants to look nice.
Oh. My help for that? You're... Oh, sorry.
What?
I just said, and you need my help for that? You're always so adorable.
No, but you have such good fashion, though. You're a lady of culture.
We're pulling that in on our... Okay, I get it. So where are we exactly?
You're, at this very moment, you have walked outside of the Summer's Lullaby, and you're pretty much on the... After a little bit of walking, you have hit the main thoroughfare of Abernaeus. You're basically on the main street. It is crowded. There are people everywhere. There are marketplaces all over for you to look at. You're essentially in the heart of the city.
And Adol, that's your brother?
Yeah, he fought Cottontail after your fight.
Oh, after I took a few arrows to the chest?
Yeah. He got really banged up on his fight, and he lost to Cottontail. He practices fencing.
Okay, so we're looking for something for your popularity contest. What were you thinking? Did they give us any guidelines?
No, but I just figured I could dress really nicely, but... I mean, she kind of like looks down at herself and kind of like dusts her dress off a little bit. I have a few cuts in my dress.
Okay, so we're looking for a new dress?
Well, I can mend this for battles and whatnot, but I just think something different would be good. I don't know, maybe something more flowy. She kind of looks over herself, more flowy. But it's really hard to find something that looks good with my body type.
So you're looking for like a princessy kind of frilly.
Maybe? I don't know, would frilly look good on me?
Well, we'd have to try it on first.
Well, yeah. Also, if you want to get something too, that'd be fine. I have plenty of gil now. I got 7,500 gil out of that entire tourney.
Very lucky. I'd fit it in the ground. No, it's okay.
Aw. Well, that's why I was offering to buy things for you.
Rowan,
Concentration gift. Yeah.
Would you make a perception? You can add a +5 to that as well.
I still have to put my new sheet in here. The sheet in here. So I'm doing a +5. Am I already? Okay.
Yeah. And would you announce what your roll was for the people watching?
I rolled a 22.
Okay, Rowan, as you and Dak are conversing, you suddenly hear, Miss Darksbane! Miss Darksbane!
Okay, I'm gonna turn around and see who the hell is calling my name.
As you turn around, you see this Midlander male, dark hair, very plain looking, big brown eyes, like, come running over to you. By your guess, he's probably about 17. And he kind of bends over panting and he says, I'm sorry. I saw you walking by and I thought I would catch up to you. My name is Malachi. You don't know me, but I wanted to say thank you and that I'm sorry.
You're welcome, and okay. Why are you sorry?
Kind of looking at this guy like, what?
Yeah, I'm giving him that.
I bet against you in your tourney round. And I won a lot.
Well, good then. That's good to know.
But I felt really, really bad that I bet against you because I was really torn about it, and well, I thought I was gonna lose, but on the same end, I didn't know. It's been eating at me, and I can't part with this under normal circumstances, but I wanted to offer it to you because I thought you could use it.
I'm still looking at him like he's grown a second head. What are you talking about?
I'm sorry, this is really awkward, and I probably shouldn't be doing this anyway, but he like pulls out this necklace, and you see there's this red bead at the end of it, with a dark slash in it. He says, this has been in my family for a really long time, and he's like, it would help you a lot. And since I won so much off of you, I can't give it to you, but I can give you a really big discount on from what should be. I just want 100 gil for it. And it would help you immensely because it's kept me alive through a lot of bad fights.
And what exactly does it do?
He thinks about it and he goes, well, one, it makes you luckier, and two, it absorbs damage for you.
Interesting.
Well, I mean, as a caster, any help we get as far as, like, taking hits for us is good.
Yeah, considering my amount, my health, yeah.
Oh, and if he's offering.
Okay. I tell you what, I'll ease your conscience and take it off your hands.
He's like, thank you. My family doesn't sell a whole lot. We make shoes for a living. And the bet I made was enough to cover 4 years.
Oh, wow.
So,
Jeez.
yeah. So thank you very much. And he hands it to you, and I guess you give him the gil.
Yeah, I give him the gil.
And he goes, thank you very much. You don't have to attune to that, so if you put it on, you should feel a difference right away. And he just kind of puts the gil away rather hurriedly, and he's like looking around for a few seconds. So thank you very much. If you would... I hope to see you in the arena again, and I hope you do much better next time. And congratulations to you, Miss Ender of Kneecaps.
Make a face. Ugh.
I believe it was Kneecapitator.
Capitator.
I think it got to there by the end. I think they just kept adding new titles to it.
They did. I do not like that title. Just
Tart?
Dacqua. Just or Tart, yes. Dak or Tart is fine.
Okay. Well, I hope you both have a good day, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the festival. I'm sorry to have interrupted your conversation like that, and he, blushes and runs away.
It's okay.
So I'm standing there, I'm holding this necklace, and I'm still like, what's happened?
You just
Got a trinket.
you just got a case of extreme generosity that would have shaken Yidrin's faith in reality.
The odds clearly were not in my favor.
Yeah. Well, I mean, put it on. Let's go.
I'm just ducking, hoping I'm not getting any golden bricks coming my way. Put on the necklace, and we continue. I guess we're going to continue to walk.
I'm sure I'll find something that'll look nice on. If I had actually known about the popularity contest and had supplies, I could probably make my own dress, but that's not happening. 6 hours?
Okay. I wonder if there's any. I wonder if there's any of these stalls that cater mainly to Lalafels.
Oh, I mean, I've seen plenty of Lalafels around. There's gotta be a place that sells clothes.
We can always ask.
Yeah. Gonna take a look around and see if there's any clothing stores nearby.
Mind you, you guys are still kind of pretty much just came out of the Summer's
Yeah.
Lullaby. Rowan, I did
So-
send you what the stone does.
Okay.
I
I
rolled
have
a,
some dog on my face, so give me a second.
I rolled a 21 in perception.
Alright, as you...
We know where everything is now.
Just getting a look at the general stores that are around as we're walking.
Oh, let's see here. As you turn and look around, you're just kind of looking about, and you look down the entranceway that you just came through the Summer's Lullaby, and you see there is actually a weaving shop, maybe only 4 doors down from it, called Arachne Weavers. But you can very clearly see, just from the side of the window, that they're advertising bridal dresses. Likewise, as you're looking down the street, you see a number of stalls selling clothing of various sizes and everything else of that like. So it wouldn't be too hard to get something your size. It's just a matter of getting it in the style you want. You continue to look about, and there's a split second where you look and you can see a pair of sylphs conversing up near what looks to be a clock tower, and then they kind of giggle and dart behind it, and they're out of view. But otherwise, you're not seeing any tailors specifically for Lalafels, but you are seeing lots of Lalafel-sized clothing.
Possibly. I mean, considering you probably just slapped some children-sized clothes. Trying to think of the kind of dress that I want to get her, but I can't think of any style names offhand. I put down the courtesan outfit, but
Do you really want her to look like a prostitute?
I was going off of the flavor text of it. It was just basically it's clothing that fits you really well, and it's fancy looking.
Gotcha.
Is it courtiers? Yeah. I don't know. I have to go look again.
So, Courtier's outfit. This outfit includes fancy tailored clothes in whatever fashion happens to be in the current style of the nobles.
Yeah, the courtesan thing is this outfit includes fine silk or satin garments tailored to complement your figure.
How do you compliment a potato?
With sour cream and chives?
Hey,
Don't forget the butter
Yeah,
Don't
sure.
put cheese.
I was gonna say there better be cheese.
and bacon bits.
Just dress that potato.
Okay, totally. I have bacon bits.
And just
Rowan, is there anything
Dang it,
particular?
not the one potato.
Is there anything in particular you're looking for now?
I don't know, maybe I want to look like a slut. I'm kidding. Kidding. I'm kidding.
I don't know. I guess the courtier's outfit would be better.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
and considering the fact that I am technically a lady, I'd probably be interested in that as well.
Yeah, Dex technically a lady too, but
Okay. Rowan, can I get you to roll a perception as well with Dak?
okay.
Dak, you've already rolled, so
Oh, okay.
I'll just see what the two of you find together.
Am I still a +5?
No, you got the +5 because someone was directly calling your name.
Dang it.
Not bad.
But I rolled a 19.
Okay, so the two of you, after maybe 5-10 minutes of looking around, you come across this little shop, and it reads... Gurdanian and Ulden Fineries. And you look inside and you see all these different styles of clothing and dresses in front of you. However, sadly, there is a guy who has put a stall up kind of catty-cornered to the shop and he's basically grilling sausages, and the top of his banner is sort of blocking out the signpost, so it's a lot harder to find than it should be.
That's rude.
But it's making me. Sorry. Let's stop.
Well, maybe after we shop, we can get some sausages or whatnot.
The guy who's manning it is this big, bald, Hellsguard Rogadin, slightly tanned. Basically, all he's wearing is this leather apron and these long leather gloves, so he's not burning himself as he's handling the sausage. He's like, I can put a big garlic and onion one down for you while you're in there.
Wait a minute. He's got no clothes on. He's just wearing an apron and gloves. Is that
That's
what
what I was
He's wearing
thinking.
pants, but he's it's so hot behind the thing where he is that he's not
He's just not
wearing
wearing a
anything on
shirt.
his upper body.
That's exactly what I heard too, Rowan. No.
I do not need to be blinded with a naked Rogan, okay?
Okay.
What's wrong with Rogan butts?
Let's not get
Let's not go there. You're the one in the butts, not me. I don't mind a nice ass, but come on, I don't want a naked man cooking my sauce. Oh fuck.
He's like, the guy at this point is looking up at you, he's stood up and you can see he's got denim trousers on. He's like, the hell?
Oh come on! Seriously, that was not a character.
all out of character.
I know it was, but it's still funny.
Uh,
The guy's sitting there. The guy's sitting there looking at you. He's like, "Do you want me to put you one on or no?"
Yes. I'm just burying my face in my hand because my face is deep red and I can feel the steam coming off of my face.
He's like, "All right, I need to put you one down." And he's like, "You should be done in about 10 minutes." Take your time.
none for me, thank you.
He looks at you. He's like, "We got roasted garlic heads."
No, thank you. I'm good. Good.
He waves you off.
She heads up to the store.
It's like, whatever.
Whatever, you're not a customer.
As you get inside. You're... Deck, you are immediately greeted to this rough stamp, and an Amalja in a tuxedo comes around the corner with little pens, and he goes, "Greetings, how may I help you today?"
I'm. Wait, out of character. I'm sorry, what is coming over to us?
An
Amalja.
Marja, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Giant lizard man.
Okay, let's go back to character.
The things that summon Ifrit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know who they are. I'm just making sure that's what you said. I didn't think they were all that cool. Okay, back to character.
It's like he's even got the little bow tie on. He's like straightening it, and you see like a pair of sylphs come around the corner, and he goes, "Yes, how can we help walking ones?"
So this walking one here is looking for a beautiful dress for an event in a few hours. So we came to see what you would have that would look lovely on her.
The Amal's just kind of like picking a few needles. He's like, You see,
Dex looking at the sylphs, and she's just like enthralled. They're adorable.
the two sylphs are not of the same full-grown. That I can't remember her name, but the one that has like the big white swooshy cone for a head.
Not the elder.
Not the elder, but they're full-grown sylphs, and one of them is completely autumn red, and the other one's a golden yellow. And they're
colored.
They're kind of floating around Dak, and like, walking one. Can we make you flying one for a moment?
Oh, yes.
They like kind of both like tuck their arms underneath yours, and they start floating you up and like bring you right in front of the Amalja.
Oh.
He's like, You see him pull out like a little tape measure. He's like,
She puts her arms out.
Well, they're holding you by your arms.
Oh, yeah, but still.
He's like,
T-posing.
Yes, I think we can work something rather nicely with this. Nice crushed satin, little velvet to pad the chest slightly, some ruffles around the neck, slight poofs around the wrists and the arms to add a little definition. Something sort of in the style of Nanamo's dress. But none of that frilly jewelry and the whatnot takes away from the natural beauty. And considering your chestnut hair and your green eyes, should we go for something... Would you prefer more of a teal color or a jade green?
Jade green, please.
Very good, very good. Naraxa, Soren, you can put you down now. At which point the two sylphs put you down.
She looks so happy that she got to fly with sylphs.
I believe we have a dress already pre-made. It may be a size too big, but nothing we couldn't hem for you. Yes?
That would be wonderful, actually.
Madam, Miss Ellison, I don't know your name. Is there something in particular you are interested in today?
I don't know. Surprise me. What do you have that might suit me?
He kind of like walks over to you, and you can see like your head only comes into his chest. This Amalja is huge. He's like,
well, it's not to be picked up.
He's not even picking you up. He's just kind of like slowly walking around you, examining you very slowly.
I suddenly feel like I'm a meat market.
And he like brings his hands up and kind of like puts them over for a second. He goes, "Blessed by efforts on fire, are you?"
Yes, I am a fire mage.
Well, would you like something
Whatever
to
it is
make
would have
that,
to be very sturdy that wouldn't burn up.
was going to say, would you like me to craft you something to make that fact more well known? I'm thinking a lovely red dress, crushed velvet, lined with fire crystals to stop it from burning. Give you a little sparkle along it, hemmed in black with a gold symbol for Azima on the back. Maybe build in a nice hood for protection from the weather.
Sounds lovely.
Uh,
I look over at Dak. I'm like, that sounds really freaking hot.
and he looks
No,
at you
that
for a
sounds
second,
wonderful.
and he goes, would you like a collar to go with it? Like a little gold fur accent around it, maybe plunge the chest a little. Show off that necklace that you just got.
We can plunge the chest, but let's hold off on the.
Hold off
Hold
on the
on.
fur.
Yeah, I'm not a fur kind of gal.
Maybe a frill or two.
I'm okay with light frill,
Just
not
kinda,
black.
he just kind of thinks for a moment. He goes, I'll see what I can do. It shouldn't be too long. Myself and a Master Tailor could probably whip that up for you in 2.5, 3 hours. We're very fast.
Yes, you definitely sound it.
As for you, madame, forgive me, this is so rude. My name is Belenson.
I'm Dakwa. What tart? It's easier to say Dak or tart. So.
I'm Rowan Darksbane.
Well, Miss Darksbane, Miss Darksbane, if you will bear with us, we'll start work on your dress as soon as we're done with this part. This part, if you follow me, we're going to head up about toward this back room. There's a little changing area. I will bring the dress to you. We'll let you size it on, see how it fits. If you are unhappy with anything, we can hem it for you. Sadly, we don't do shoes here, but we do know a lovely pair of Ixali leather workers down the road.
Would they happen to have a son named Malachi?
That was a hero, wasn't it?
No, Malachi is with the Midlander family of craftsmen. They make shoes over toward the towards Shanty Street. I believe they're with high-waisted waiters.
Oh, yeah, no. Okay.
Yeah,
So I'm slightly curious.
he's just kind of like, he just kind of looks at you for a second. Well, I did say they were Ixali.
Okay.
You're just kind of like,
I was like, okay, sorry. Oh, furry, birded guy? Yeah.
yeah, he was like, I guess.
No, but I didn't actually say birdie guy. Just,
Yeah.
Never mind.
At that point, he shows Dak to the little changing room, and he actually brings out a dress that looks exactly as he described it over to her. He says, "Here you are." Like
Thank you.
making sure to pass it over the door, so he's not peeking at anything.
She's not gonna undress until she has to dress anyway. Correct. She nabs it and gets changed shortly.
While you're changing, he walks over. Miss Rowan, or would you prefer I call you Miss Darksbane?
Rowan is perfectly fine with me.
Well then, Rowan, would you mind holding your arms out? Let me take a few measurements.
I hold out my arms.
At that point, he brings out the measuring tape, and he's like writing numbers down. And as soon as he gets them all down, he like throws it. He pulls it out, and he actually makes like a paper airplane out of it and throws it into the back. And you hear this tiny squeak, and he goes, "I'll do this in a jiffy! Just give me a minute. I'll get started. I'll need you for the finer details, though."
Okay.
At that point, Belinson very well just kind of goes, very well, Lady Tart, do you need any aid in there?
No, I think I have it. It's shuffling, ruffling of clothes. And like she'll get all dressed up and whatnot. She'll peek out and come out. Take a little swish.
Like, you do see there's probably like an inch or two of extra fabric in there that kind of drags as you walk, but it still kind of swooshes and swirls around you for a moment.
She kind of lifts the dress up a little bit, and you know, like the amount that's kind of dragging. It's like, I think it needs to be taken up just a little bit.
I can take care of that right now. Now, what did you say this dress was for? And you see he's like starting to like bend it back and start to hem very slowly. Very
She
meticulously.
tries to make sure that her arms are out of the way and whatnot. It's for the popularity contest.
You see him pull the needle and his arm jerks. He goes, popularity contest.
Yes. One of the events later today.
You see him very slowly put the needle back away. This is no good. This is no good. No good. No good. He's like, he like stands up. He's like, no. Madame, if you are going to be wearing this in front of
I
a
spit
very
on this
large
gown.
audience, why, you're putting my good name and that of all the craftsmen here on display. You will have our best and nothing else!
She just kind of like shrinks down a little bit and he's yelling, okay,
You see him kind of like rub his hands together. He's like, Ronaxa! Sirhan! Bring me my tools.
Rowan like, help! I don't know what's going on, help!
I'm just as confused as you are.
You're
At this
going to get a makeover goal.
Oh,
At this
no.
point, you see the sylphs come down, and you see another pair of them come with them, and this time there's a brown one and a deep green one, and they just have 4 suitcases that they just plop down and they open up, and there's all this yarn and needles and various objects for crafting clothing and the whatnot. And he's looking around at everything. He goes, put her on the pedestal. They just come by and lift you up, set you down. And he like walks back, and you realize now that you're surrounded by mirrors. And he's like,
Just let it happen, Todd.
She's kind of like looking around, kind of scared now, like, oh dear.
he like claps his hands again. He starts rubbing them. He goes,
I think I'm gonna go get something to eat. You have fun.
Don't leave me alone, Rowan!
he goes,
Come back!
oh, we were definitely on to something with the jade green. We need more silky fabric. Yes. Moon silk, I think, would be best. Definitely very easy to dye. We have to put in a few wind crystals about the shoulders, kind of blow up the hair a little bit.
She puts her hands on her hair, like, my hair?
Yes. Need to accent that woodsy look. He's like, he's not touching you as he's doing this, like, with the exception of like every now and then like picking at the dress that you're wearing. He's not touching you at all.
Yeah.
He kind of pulls away for a moment. And he's like, yes, I have just the thing. And he starts to like rush into the back, and you see this. It looks like it was made for a Hyur, but it is this Hyur dress in the same deep jade green that yours is made of. However, it is made from a softer, lighter material that accents everything much better. And it flows and drifts at kind of like the slightest of breezes. Then there's like this very slight kind of golden brown corset around the waist that he's cannibalizing very slowly, meticulously getting it down to Dak's size. And once he does this, he spends like the next 30 minutes like making sure you're not moving, doing anything. He comes back finally with his fixed dress, and he's like, "Please, go put this on. Once it's on, we'll start attaching the accoutrement."
Oh, okay. Takes the dress and scampers off to the fitting room and changes out of it. Puts it on and steps out.
As you put this on, you can already see this guy knows what he's doing. Like, it's already sized perfectly to you. The corset kind of doesn't feel tight around you, and in fact actually does accent your body type rather well. It makes your hips look a bit bigger, your waist smaller. It kind of puffs your chest out very slightly.
Which is really funny on a Lalafell. Like a waist.
The wrists, as you look down, have this very soft black and gold band of kind of silk that kind of poofs out in a very slight Ishgardian frill on the ends. And it does sort of the same thing around the neckline, though it doesn't plunge, it's very much rounded, coming down just enough that any jewelry you wear would be visible. And he comes back and he goes, he's just looking over you for a few seconds, and he starts putting little bits of crystal, like weaving them directly, while you're still wearing the dress, like weaving them directly into it, so there's this slight unnatural shine to everything. Yes. He's like getting more and more excited as he's doing it, and he starts putting like this tiny row of wind crystals at it. It's it's a gentle enough breeze that it makes it look like your hair's like constantly waving back. You've just gotten on a ship and it's just blowing.
She's kind of like messing with her hair a little bit, just kind of feeling it, and the little wind. That is going to actually keep me cool.
Yes, it will. He kind of looks at you over one more time. He goes, "What goddess do you worship?"
Nafaka.
Good. Very good.
She points to her forehead jewel, and it's the same kind of color that like Nafaka's is. It's a little greener than it is brown, though.
He comes back a few seconds later with a little stencil. And he kind of very quietly puts it right in the center of your back. And he's like, "I need you to hold still for a minute."
Okay. Just stands up a little straighter.
And you see this glimmering white thread come out from his hand. And you feel him start to stitch in. And what you realize is he's using the thread to stitch in an already pre-made design. So it's not taking nearly as long as like a cross-stitch or anything like that would. And when he finishes, he goes, "Voila," and kind of cuts it out.
Kind of turns to look at the mirrors. Nice.
He goes, "Do you like?"
I love it.
Good. Now go win that contest and tell everyone I made it.
Okay. Wow. skirt and does a little spin, and she just looks so happy with it.
You see all the sylphs kind of give you a little round of applause.
Sorry, just got what's it? How much do I owe you?
He kind of thinks for a moment. Well, if you don't win, we'll consider a payment of 10,000 gil to be in order.
Her face kind of falls. Oh. Just kind of. Oh. I can get that, Gil. Yes.
He kind of looks at you again. He says, "If you don't place, how's that?"
Oh, okay. Oh, if one of my party members had heard that number, I think she would have been irate.
Kinda looks at you and he's like, okay.
She kind of puts her finger and her thumb together and rubs it. She likes money.
Wait, is Yidrin the Tataru of this group?
No, if anything, she's just a Scrooge, the penny pincher.
Also, I'll be right back.
Okay.
But yes, thank you. I will do my best.
He's like, I wish you well, and we'll get to work on your friend's dress as well.
Thank you. I
Kind
am.
of waves you off.
I am not going to wear this up though. This is much too nice to be scuffed along the street. She has to change back into her kind of slightly ripped dress.
And he just kind of goes, by the way, that other one that you were trying on, we're happy to part with that one for 50.
50 gil?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fine too. Just gil out.
Yeah, he takes the gil from you and passes the dress back over, like the original one. He says, good luck to you. Have a good day.
Thank you. She puts them in her haversack. That's got a nice dimensional little puff to it.
Well, if you don't win this contest, you or at least place, you might never want to mention how much this cost.
Oh no, I'm never mentioning that. Especially considering I'm like 700 short of actually being able to pay that. I go out and find Rowan.
Yeah, it's actually cheap, all things considering as well.
Oh yeah, no. From the sound of it, holy crap.
I have returned.
I'm not sure if you caught it, but Todd just got like the most expensive dress.
No, I was here for that. Yeah, the whole 10,000 gil thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Rowan, what are you doing?
Damn it! I'm muted. And I'm talking. I'm like, no, Tart, I never left. I was still there. And I was saying how beautiful the dress was. But I was muted this entire flipping time.
Oh, that happened to me like one of the other sessions. Oh.
What were you trying to say during the time, Rowan?
No, I really was just saying how beautiful the dress was. Oh. Now I feel like an idiot. It's okay.
Nah, it's okay. It happens.
He looked the Amalja at this point looks back at you, Rowan, and says, "We'll have your dress finished within the next 2-3 hours."
And out of curiosity, how much would my dress be?
Yours?
Yeah.
Well, would you like an enchantment upon it?
Let's ask what it is without the enchantment.
Without the enchantment, it's about 100.
And with the enchantment?
how strong of an enchantment do you want, and what type of enchantment?
What type of enchantments do you have available?
Well, we can do things to augment your already impeccable good looks. We can increase your strength, your intelligence, your dexterity, any of those things. We could add benefits to any number of things.
I'm sorry, I'm just laughing because I'm thinking about. Okay, this is like totally out of character. So we're doing like a low cut dress, which should, in theory, reduce my intelligence. But we can put something on there to make my intelligence higher while my boobs hang out.
Sure.
Okay, back in character. Intelligence. Yeah, I think that would work well for me as a caster.
Right, we can also do things to increase the potency of your magic if you so desire, or things of that
The
nature.
potency. If we were to do an enchantment to increase my spell what looking at price wise.
I have a slight variant, a moderate variant, and a significant variant. Which one do you want to hear the price of first?
Let's start with the moderate variant.
That will run you about 30,000 gil.
Okay, let's go for this fight.
That one would probably run you about neighborhood of 6,000.
Let's not do enchantments. I can't read. That's a little out of my price range.
He just kind of nods to you very slightly. He's like, I understand. Still, I will sell the. We can get it made for you for 100. For any sort of enhancement to an attribute, that will be 1,000 gil, and then an extra, and then it goes up in increments from there.
Yeah, let's just for now. Just do the regular dress, and if I change my mind, can I come back?
Of course, we can actually add those enchantments at any point. It's just a matter of changing out a few weaves.
Okay.
I can pay for it for you, Rowan.
They're talking thousands of dollars.
Well, I mean, for like the basic dress, I'll pay for that. And if you want some later, if we earn more gil.
Okay. Alright, fine. But yeah, just like I said, just now, just the basic dress for now.
Very well. At that point, he like takes a little slip of paper and writes you a receipt and hands it over, and then like holds his hands out expectantly.
Yeah, she puts the 100 gil in his hand.
Oh, eat what's in your mouth, kid.
He's like, thank you very much. We look forward to hearing back from both of you.
Thank you very much.
Waves you off, and the sylphs kind of come around, and like all four of them like wave in unison. Bye bye, walking ones.
They're so precious. She says goodbye to them in Sylph.
They just kind of like look at each other and like.
She toddles out.
Rowan heads over to get her garlic sausage. And looks at her. Holy shit, 10,000? The dress is beautiful.
Oh yeah, it is so beautiful, but 10,000.
The guy's like listening to you talk, and he like basically takes out this freshly made pretzel bun and slaps the sausage down into it. It like fits very snugly. And he's like, "You want mustard with that?"
Oh, no, thank you.
All right, and hands it over to you.
Oh, and we still need shoes.
Yeah, he said no jewelry really, but that was for the other dress. I did want like choker earrings. That would be nice.
Oh yeah.
What's the name of the store anyway, Ark? Out of
The one that you just walked by?
Yeah.
Gridanian and Ulden Fineries.
Okay.
Fionn, would you like to, like, walk down and join them?
How's feeling? What? I'm waiting to get smacked.
Sorry, you missed my one. You missed my one like 2 weeks ago. But I still got smacked for that one.
Dude, you turned into a lightning rod.
Actually,
Oh, no, I
playing
made
your
a really
character,
bad one.
and he was making raunchy jokes in front of Dak's family, and he smacked him back of the. You smacked him in the back of the head.
Yeah. Our Archmage dope slap works.
I think she had a child aggro.
Oh, I smacked works.
Yeah, just kind of like bapped him on the back of the head. Just kind of like, what's wrong with you? Fiona's on
Alright,
her way
hold
down.
You read that. Give me a second. I got crying child.
Alright. Fiona's on her way down to the pier together with Skull, looking the happiest she's ever been since, well, ever. Oh, hello, Rowan. Hello, Dequa. Hi, Fiona. Hi, Skull. Oh,
Greetings to you. And he just smiles.
Is Skull still human, or is he back into?
He's still human.
yeah, he's human for the rest of the day.
He's
Okay,
he looks a
I
bit
didn't know
different than the
24 hours.
last. He looks a bit different since the last time you saw him.
How is he looking different?
As soon as I find
Wait.
the image, I'll let you see it.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay. You just missed the most wonderful dress. She kind of looks around like, should I take it out here? It's in my bag. It's a really pretty dress. I got it for the popularity contest. I can't wait to show it to a doll.
Oh, I'd
Oh?
love to see it later then. Skull just kind of very quietly nods along with it. Yeah, I'd like to see it as well. It's,
Oh, definitely. When we get back to the inn, I'll change into it and I'll show it off.
are you planning to wear it to dinner tonight?
I'd like to. If not, I actually bought a secondary dress that I could wear. It's kind of styled after Nanamo's dress a little bit. The ruler of old the Sultana. I should probably wear the secondary dress at dinner. You want to read that?
Fionn giggles and says, "Hopefully the general won't mistake you for her while you're dressed like that." Then Skull just kind of, just very quietly nudges the side of Fionn's. Dear, please.
Oh, at least I'd be able to see over the crowd.
Skull chuckles.
That's a really nice picture, actually. Yeah, I was hoping for the popularity contest to, she, like, kind of threads her fingers through her hair a little bit. I want to get my hair done and maybe get some jewelry. I haven't had to dress up this much since I lived in Ul'dah.
You see Skull kind of like wiggle his ears a little bit, and he goes, "Well, I'm sure your fashion sense will lead you in the right way, though I'm sure my Fionn could help you with that."
Just giggles. That's really sweet that you said your fiance.
I don't know if that image is showing up for everybody or not.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Yeah, I see it.
You're a little more pretty boy than the, what was it, the Desperate guy.
Has his wolf ears out.
Everyone just thinks they're leftover Halloween, or Saint's Wake, I think is what it's called.
Either that or just thinks it's a slightly different Cody.
Okay, I'm sorry. I always
What was that?
thought the Death Parade guy was hot.
Yeah, no, I thought so too.
How he currently looks is up on screen, Rowan.
I can't.
I didn't understand that.
I don't see it.
It's towards the middle. You might have to scroll
I got
down.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. Still cute.
Yeah.
Not Death Parade hot. I don't need a glass of water anymore.
Worst comes to worst, you just imagine the Death Parade guy with like wolf ears.
Mind you, none of that was said in public. It was.
I know.
I see Fiona typing. So I paid for my sausage and I'm just eating it while you guys are talking.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
It's like it was a gill.
Okay. So we need to find shoes.
Skull just kind of, you see Skull look down at his feet and kind of wiggle his, you're guessing like wiggling his toes inside his shoes. It's like, I haven't worn shoes in a very long time. It's slightly disconcerting.
I have to admit, I do miss going barefoot in the grass.
I was always afraid if I went barefoot in the grass, I'd grass. I know the kind of shoe that I want. I want like a nice little booty, a little bit of a heel. Not too much of a heel. About an inch and a half, maybe 2.
I've never actually worn heels.
Fiona blushes as Dacquise calls attention to it, but she giggles afterwards. Well, I could do my best to help with jewelry for certain. Skull and I were just at a jeweler's earlier, and we're going to visit the Void shop to see if the shopkeeper would know a way that he could keep my name gifted him when he returned.
Covers your mouth. That's right, it was your name day.
I already got the best gift one could ask for, so...
Hello!
God damn, it works.
So,
You were all thinking it!
Golden
You
Brick.
were all thinking
I'm sorry, I have a character just like, I just imagine like works kind of just hopping up over the crowd like, hey
Pops head around the corner. Hello!
Yeah.
Fiona looks to Skull with a smile and squeezes his hand very gently.
That means girls' night out.
Maybe I'll just keep some jerky or something with me from now on and give it to you in your wolf form. Or just give it to Fiona.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, well, should we get back to it? I believe the archery contest will be taking place in about... You know, he looks at the sky for a moment, starts thinking. He's like, 2.5? 3 hours?
I think he said it was 4, so yeah, maybe 2 or 3, yeah.
By the way, it works. That means you roll a flat d20.
Oh no.
Okay.
Golden Brick!
No, he was drunk, so.
Yeah, it might be him waking up from his
Yeah, now the 2.
Holy shit.
You sleep deep into the coma.
Well, no, we already rolled saying I wasn't gonna get hung over, so.
Dion says, "Indeed, let's get our errands taken care of."
Shit.
I'm boned.
Mom,
Yep.
the girls' night out was fun. You want to hear all about my girls' night out?
You just tell me girls' night out in a little bit when I go to put you to bed.
Okay.
I'll let you play for a little bit longer and then you have to go to bed, okay?
Okay.
Okay, go play.
Works. You come around in like the main lobby of the Summer's Lullaby. You can see Urabi is kind of like hovering over you, like he's examining one of your eyes. He's like, and you start to look around and you realize that you got lucky. You got real lucky.
Oh god, dog! Sorry.
Wait, what happened?
A dog jumped on her.
Dog jumped on Rowan. You got lucky, Works. All your stuff is still beside you, though it's very clear that someone went through it.
Oh no.
All my stuff?
By the looks of it.
I didn't really. I only had a few things of, incredible value.
Oh no, they took the coupon. That would suck.
I mean, I already got free food and booze, so.
That's true.
Yeah, like, Durabi is like hovering over you. He's like, oh, you're awake.
Where am I, and what happened?
Well, to tell the locals here, you tried to drink far too much for any one human. Or spoken, rather. And passed out dead drunk in the middle of the street.
Huh. That's the worst thing I've ever
It
done.
took them about an hour and a half to figure out where you were staying.
Well, why didn't leave me just in the street?
To be frank, I am surprised you are coherent.
I grew up in Ishgard. Not used to this stuff.
Right. Well, I would suggest you stay away from alcohol for the rest of the day and drink plenty of water.
Speaking of, can I have a glass?
Pitcher already on the table next to your head.
Much appreciated. Thanks.
He's like... At that point, we can swap back to Rowan, Fion, and Dak.
Did you see Bork start chugging the pitcher?
He's like, please do not drink from my good steel.
Just tilts his head back.
No, Works will be polite and pour himself a glass.
So, yes, we're back to Dak, Fion, and Rowan walking about the skull. For the sake of some expediency, so we're not just shopping this entire session.
Yeah.
I'll say you guys find, after some looking, pretty much exactly what you're looking for. You end up going to visit those Ixal shoemakers who were very polite, very clean, despite being birds, and very good with leather and wood, by the looks of it. To make exactly what you wanted, it's like 10 gil a piece.
Okay.
They wave you off rather happily afterwards. Likewise, as you're coming out, you're walking by and you see this massive cart just going down the street. I need you all to make a perception.
Rowan will. Because Rowan walked, there it is.
Also, for people who didn't catch it
27.
earlier, Works rolled a 2 for his flat 20. Dak rolled a 27, Fiona just rolled a 16, and Rowan rolled a natural 20.
Nice.
Rowan sees all.
Woohoo!
As you guys are
Yeah.
walking out, you see the crowd just kind of like has split a little bit for this cart, and it's this massive like train of carts. There must be at least 6 that are kind of rolling through the streets, and they're headed toward the dock area. It looks like they've been making a circle, and you hear out Masha's clams, trout, salmon. And you see these Shahangan just kind of like walking around with signs. And you see that they've got a mobile cart that's basically steaming, boiling, sauteing, cooking these fish and things of the sea in just any way possible. You see they've got skewers of shrimp kebabs going. And on the top you see a bunch of Namazu just standing on the top going, "Washoy! Washoy! Washoy! Enjoy the bounty of the sea! Washoy! Washoy!"
Aww.
Can we eat the Namazu?
Please don't eat the Namazu.
Like they keep going, and eventually one of them looks over and points to Skull and goes, "Washoy! Washoy! Come and eat a shrimp! Washoy! Free samples for you!" And just throws out this ball of like shrimp at Skull.
Oh gosh.
Skull just like catches it and he's like, "What do?"
Free food.
He's just kind of like,
Fiona goes, I say, try it.
Rowan's just eating her garlic sausage. Good.
he like
I'm-
sniffs for a moment and he's like, you just see him blink a few times. He finishes it and he just very calmly like dusts his hands off.
Fiona sneaks a kiss to get a taste of the sample too.
It's definitely fishy.
I'm saving my appetite for when we go to eat.
Fiona, the taste you get from it is very plain salted shrimp that have been grilled and mixed with something slightly indescribable. It's still got a very briny taste to it, and some sort of strange seasoning that you don't know whether you like it or it wants to make you vomit. It's confusing.
I'm glad I stepped with.
Yeah.
Like, Skull's like, I don't know.
Well, I guess they just got a fortune at the fast food experience.
It was pretty fast, just throw it at your face.
Oh, look, free sample for you, Bing.
Boom, headshot!
It could be my alpine upbringing, but no, it's not for me, she says, shaking her head.
He's just kind of like, yeah, I think might have been the way it was handled. Don't know.
Food should not normally be tossed.
Food should not be tossed by other food.
At the very back end of the cart, you see like several Namazu are like busy like plucking oysters, and they're like, "Try your luck, washoy, try your luck. See if you get a pearl." And they're like popping them, and you see that like every now and then they pull a pearl out.
That kind of toddles after the thing. It's like, okay, so what do I do?
You give us a gill, we pop an oyster. If there's a pearl in it, it's yours.
Okay. Takes the gill out and tosses it to him.
Roll a d20.
Okay. 16.
Pops it open, and he's like, "Winner!" He tosses it to you. It's like a little. Like,
No. Hey, go for 2 and get some earring.
like
Okay.
it's a tiny pearl. Like this thing's maybe the size of your pinky nail.
That's a pretty good pearl still.
The size of like a Lalafell pinky nail.
Okay, a Lalafell then, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, plus you also got to take into account Eorzea. Everything's huge normally.
Is Eorzea secretly Texas?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
No, Eorzea is secretly Australia because everything wants to kill you.
I was gonna say.
That's very true. That's
I
more
was
true.
gonna
You're
say.
right.
I guess Eorzea's thing is save a horse, ride a void scent.
You're watching numbers. I don't think
I was so slow. Why did that just hit my head?
I
I'm a cowboy, and then I realized that was a skull.
Wait, welcome to the joke, Rowan.
Alright.
I don't think I've seen those kind of pieces before.
Skull just goes, I don't think I have either. They do look like they'd be very tasty fried and served with a fresh thing of butter and some lemon.
So hey, work. What are you doing later? No, I'm kidding.
Fiona crosses her arms. Skull.
Wait, Coach, I'm spending it with you.
Skull just very slowly leans over and puts his nose into your hair and nuzzles in.
Suddenly, take that million wheel and just looks around.
Jack's watching like it's her favorite soap opera.
All the things that are good.
Leon says, no eating beastmen, even if they look tasty. He's like, okay.
Of course, it's going to come to day when she finds out those beastmen specifically do get eaten every now and again.
It tastes like chicken.
Ugh. No, they don't.
Skull at that point stretches out. You guys have basically done your shopping. You got your pair of shoes. Dak, you got any jewelry you may have wanted. For the sake of it, for anybody that bought everything, it's 50 gil altogether.
Okay.
And Skull just kind of calmly dusts himself off a little. And he wiggles his ears. He goes, "So,
Hey, Dak, were you still buying?
Yeah, I'll buy you. I'll buy for you at least.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah, no, I'd buy for you.
I'd buy for you. Okay.
no, that was not. Fiam just private messaged me what that enchantment actually was because I don't remember. Is it just is it literally just stay with him when to and from the void? Say that one's about 200. Cool. Skull's like, so, ladies, now that you've done your shopping, what should we do with the rest of our time?
Well, I'm not 100% sure if Adele wanted to go out before everything went off or after. At least if it's after, then I'll already be dressed.
Well, I would have... From what I read on the sheets when you were over there earlier, the popularity contest isn't until about 8 in the evening.
That's true. Well, I did ask him to meet me at the Summer's Lullaby, but I was also kind of hoping to get everyone else together for that.
Should we go find the others then?
Well, there is an easier way, and she touches her ear. Hey, everyone?
Roll a d20.
Oh,
Just Yedrin, just Yedrin.
Oh, okay.
6.
God damn it. Can't believe I'm about to do this.
Oh no.
Well, then do it if you don't want to.
There's the ping as it comes on, and all you hear is Yedrin go, I told you I'm on top this time! And then this
Oh my god! Katarina, shush!
You're becoming a dominatrix here.
What did I miss?
Likewise, you just hear this. You just hear Fenrir like growl. He's like,
I guess he's getting his money's worth.
Right he is. What did I miss?
Skull's like, is she? And my
Yes.
father.
Yes.
He's just looking
Hey,
at her.
I tell you what. There better not be any more comments about my foursome after
You
this whole event.
very true.
Not one comment.
Oh, Doug's face is just lit up in red.
Oh no, it gets worse.
No,
Edrin got paid.
stop.
That's why I'm saying there better not be nothing.
You all
Mine-
spend like the next 2 minutes basically listening to them get rough and dirty talk one another.
Oh dear God, no! I have
No, she turned hers off after that. No. Oh my god, do we have to get separate link shells? Just. Oh.
No, just make a rule. If you're gonna get it on, take the link shell out.
I think it is out. It's just I was on
Fiona takes her link pearl from her ear and pockets it for the time being. Accidents happen.
Skull's like, my dad,
I'll explain later. I don't know either, dear, says Fiona.
Skull's like,
I don't think I want it to be explained.
I
Yeah.
don't either.
Skull's entire reality is breaking down around him.
Like, reaches over and taps Skull's hand.
He like looks at you, he's like, yeah?
It'll be okay.
At least it's not worsened.
He just looks at you like deadpan, is like, he swings both ways.
Oh.
Very well could be.
Let's just go back to the lullaby.
And can I say, at least it's not worsened.
I really don't want to have to start calling someone else mom.
Well, I think his father would have to pay a lot more for something like that to happen. I don't think that's in the basic package, you person.
Jack just covers her face and shakes her head and starts walking back to the lullaby. Fiona goes, pay? What did... Never mind. I do not want to know.
Just see Skull's face and this boy's just red.
I mean, you know, he's a guy. Why does he pay for it? Oh my God. Yes, I did just say your dad was a good-looking man. Okay, I'm shutting up now.
Skull's like,
Hey, I can't lust after you anymore, so we're good.
he's just like looking at you like. He's just looking at you like deadpan for a few moments. He's like, if we find my brother, I'll set you up on a date. Just shakes his head.
I start walking away for the away, but I turn around, I wink at Skull because I did hear it, but I'm just heading in and eating my sausage.
At that point, he's like, so let's go find Kato and Works.
Oh. Maybe I can ping the link shell again and they'll answer and say, Yedrin. Oh. Be
At this
inside.
point, I think Kato's back at the lullaby, I think.
So it's like,
Fiona sighs, takes Skull's hand, and follows them back. Yes, let's.
At that point, Skull like takes the link shell from Felix's pocket. I'm like, what is it? Puts it in his ear and pings it. He's like, Kato, Works, where are you?
I'm at the lullaby.
By the way,
Kato pops
you
in.
two heard that as well.
I'm at the lullaby. I'm also mentally scarred.
Yeah, I didn't need to hear that. I'm also at the lullaby.
Okay, why is Works mentally scarred? I'm sorry, I don't.
Because he heard it too.
Oh. Yeah.
Just put it on public broadcast, basically.
My entire perception of Hunt has now changed.
No, it's like
Not that drastically, but it has now changed.
you're all like standing there, and like the moment it happens, it's loud enough that like several people on the street just turn and look at you.
Oh god. No, scatter, run!
No, just Work says, I always knew she was a top. Is that better? Is that better, Rowan?
Okay.
What does Rowan have to do with any of this? I'm just.
You're all back at the lullaby. You've got maybe an hour and a half before the archery contest. Maybe an hour.
Okay.
Works has got like 7 glasses of water in front of him with Urabi being like, "Do you need to hydrate?"
I'm trying!
It's gonna explode.
Likewise, Kato's got like a little basket of like 3 peeled apples that have been baked.
I just said that myself. No, actually, I think I finished myself.
Yeah, it was about the size of a normal sausage dog.
Yum yum. It was garlic, so I'm gonna look for something sweet to take care of my breath.
The moment you get in, there's already like this little package of like caramel honey mints.
Nice. Sounds good.
I start popping them in.
Urabi at this point is like, "Oh, welcome back. Pleasure as always." To explain the water, your friend was brought in unconscious drunk by some very lovely people, so I'm just hydrating him.
Mom, look at me.
Jack kind of puts a finger up and kind of swirls it a little bit, and a teeny tiny ball of water flows up on it. It's like, I could hydrate him too.
No, that will not be necessary.
Okay.
I have plenty of ice-cold mineral water right here.
All I can picture is Todd shoving her fist down Walker's throat and forcing him to like take gallons of water.
Frank!
Create water.
Yeah, I got excited. I drank a lot.
Oh, I was kinda hoping to.
In all fairness, they paid for it.
Well, that's good at least.
By the way, Masterworks,
Can I get the...
I look up, yeah.
several items arrived for you while you were out. A pair of Guardian men came by. They had 3 boxes with them and a Moogle with a letter. It's all been left in your room.
I will be right back. Go upstairs to the room.
When you walk up there, there are...
Fion goes, this bodes ill.
When you walk up the stairs, there are 3 boxes. A small box wrapped in blue and white paper. A smaller box wrapped in red and gold paper, and then a large one wrapped... This one's very long, and it's wrapped in a very bright kind of white paper with the sign of the Fury in black on it. And last but not least, there is a little paper envelope with a Moogle stamp on the back of it, unaddressed.
Wow. She's fast. Puts it stuff to the side for the moment and opens the letter.
Do you want me to read it out loud or write it out to you?
We'll say, just like, I just come back downstairs with the, like, most defeated look
Okay.
Works has ever been in.
Okay.
Are you okay, Works?
No.
What's wrong? She walks over to Workson and, like, pats his hand. What's wrong?
Just hands toward the letter. I can't read it again.
Kind of flops the letter out and takes a look at it.
Just imagine Dak, like, pulling out these, like, little reader glasses. Like,
Fionn looks to Skull briefly, then comes over as well to pat Works on the shoulder.
okay. Dak, the letter reads, Dear Workson, while it is wonderful to hear that you are alive again and that your heart has sought mine for so long, I regret to inform you that in your 5-year absence, we had already conducted funeral rites for you, though we could not find the body. During my time of grief, a individual from one of the higher houses, one of the 7th sons of the Chaudron family, more or less took me in. Over a 3-year period of grieving, we came to know each other rather intimately and have since been married. I am expecting my 2nd child this coming summer. While I do wish you all the well in your travels and your life, we can no longer be together.
Dak puts a hand over her mouth, just as like, oh no, oh no. She turns and she puts her arms around Works' leg and just hugs on him. I'm so sorry, Works.
Rowan is muted and swears. Rowan gets up and goes and wraps her arms around Works as well.
And then Works gets all the ladies hugging on him.
Jirabe's like standing there, he's like, I would offer you a drink, but I think it would kill you right now.
It's fine. I'll just take another glass of water.
I'm truly sorry, Workson, says Fionn.
Jirabe's just pouring another glass of water. He's like,
At least she sounds happy.
You'll be okay, Workson. You'll be okay. She's kind of like, patting him the best she can, trying to comfort him. Come on. Let's at least sit down. Come on.
Just walks over to the bar and sits down, just slumps.
Ah,
Jirabe's like,
All I want to do is never again.
I wish I knew what to say worse. Other than Things will get better.
I don't think it can get any worse.
Well, I can at least help you with something. And she taps him on the arm and casts, what's it called? Neutralize poison to get rid of all the alcohol in his system.
Does that work?
Actually, yes, it does.
Yes, alcohol is a poison.
So all the alcohol is gone now.
Yeah, now you can get drunk all over again.
That's all we need is a immensely drunk works, immensely depressed works getting drunk. Why do I not feel drunk anymore?
She wiggles her fingers. Nah.
Yurabe! Your
Magic.
shots!
To just
No.
like,
No, not till later.
Later.
Oh, fine.
I did
Fine.
not take away all of that alcohol poison out of your system. Just for you to put it back in.
Give me then a shot of water. I need to feel like I'm taking a shot of something here.
he's like, he pours you a shot glass full of water. He's like, would it help if I made it apple juice?
It would.
He's like,
Something with flavor to it.
pours you apple juice in a shot glass.
Well, last thing keeping me tied to Ishgard is... So, what the hell? Here's to a new life. It just... She just, downs the whole shot.
That's not a good one.
Well, at least you still have us. I know that's not really much of a consolation prize.
Oh, if I didn't have you guys, I don't want to think what I would do.
Yes, let's not think down that path.
Durabe just kind of
Sorry.
pauses for a moment, just walks around a corner, and after a few seconds he comes back, and it's just this little plate of cut up strawberries and blackberries and a little dish of sugar. He's like, here, my chef is currently out for the moment, so it's the best I can do, but maybe a little sweetness will take the edge off.
Fiona says, indeed, let's do our best to keep looking forward.
Just starts eating. It feels a little better.
Durabe is like, as much as my words are no balm for a broken heart, think of it this way. You are young. You have time to begin anew and find someone who can make you as happy as she is now. Think of it not as a separation or an end. Think of it as a new beginning. You are surrounded by people that care about you now. Surely that means something, and someone else will appreciate you the same way.
I'm sure there's someone out there.
I have the urge to start singing Somewhere Out There.
But having everyone here, and it's appreciated. It does help.
Well, I was planning on taking us all out to eat with my brother. Maybe that'll help cheer you up. Or maybe watching people shoot archery targets.
Yeah, I think keeping me out of my own head right now would be for the best. Just keep me distracted.
At that point, Robbie just kind of goes, so, what were in the packages?
You know what? I didn't even look into them. I figured I saw the letter from the Moog, and I kind of figured it was from Ishgard, and that was kind of my first priority. So I will be right back with one of them, the most interesting one, anyway.
Why don't you, you're obviously just kind of, why don't we just make a show of opening them all down here?
Okay. Goes upstairs, grab the packages. Well, puts the one, the long one down. This one's gonna be saved for last. Opens up the one with a pair of boots, like.
I mean, you can just tell me which one it is, and we make a show of opening them.
Oh, we'll do the boots first.
Okay. You open up like the medium-sized one that's wrapped in blue, and as it comes out, there's this pair of very nice-looking size to you boots, kind of wrapped in a black fur, very soft, definitely leather-heeled. Look like they'd never been worn before.
Ooh.
Wow. Some nice quality stuff. I don't think I've ever owned a pair of boots this nice.
You put them on the table, they don't even make a sound when they hit the table.
Listen, I'll put them down again.
Just not even a sound. Just like,
Puts them on real quick and walks around. It's like, wait.
there's no jingles.
Works is just amazed, like, oh my god. Okay.
Now we don't know where you are.
Please, am I clumsy this? I'm still not gonna be able to sneak around. You really think that?
Well, I mean, it's just funny to hear the jingle bells.
Yeah, it was, but...
Okay, what else is...
let's open... this one.
Pull
We'll
up
do the cloak.
You pull up the red box, and as you open it, you pull it out, and it's this long red cloak with a black symbol for asthma on the back of it.
Huh.
Ooh, this is nice. Throws it on. Ooh. Feels warm.
She unrubs her chin. Doesn't seem your color, though.
What color is it?
It's red.
I don't know. I've always had a thing for red. Always envisioned being, instead of the Azure Dragoon being like, I don't know, having a red coloration to my armor.
The Crimson Dragoon?
I guess you could say so. I don't know, more of like a Dalamund.
Rowan, did you hear what it is?
It's a red cloak.
Yeah, it has a symbol to the it has a symbol of asthma on the back of it.
Wait a minute. Won't my red dress have that same on the back of it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. If you wear that cloak and I wear my dress, we match.
Wow! I don't know, people like...
Anybody want to like roll spellcrafts or anything? Identify magic?
Yeah. I guess I can spellcraft. 24.
Okay. Which one are you looking at?
I'm looking at his cloak.
Leon, what are you looking at?
Also, I can detect magic on will. So.
Okay. You two take a moment to like stop and look over the cloak, and as you're kind of examining it, you touch it, you feel it's very warm and sort of insulated on the inside with a thin layer of bear fur. And you sort of look through it, and like there's this heat that just lingers through it. And As you're continuing to look through it, you realize it's been enchanted. Not once, but twice. The first of these, as you're looking through it, you realize because of the bear that gave its life to make the cloak, that life force still lingers in it, and the cloak acts as, when worn, acts as if the wearer is under the effects of bear's endurance. Additionally, because it is bearing the Empress's signal on the back of it, it has gained the blessing of the sun, and any fire spell that is cast while wearing the cloak gains a +2 attack modifier to hit, and any spell with a DC attached to it, that DC goes up by 2.
Ooh.
That's a buff cloak, just out of character.
That's a 5.
So Ark, this +4 con, that's like +4 to my Constitution score, right?
Fiona says, works? I don't think this was for you.
So what's a 20? Is that a 5?
20's 5.
Works.
Like, works.
Yeah.
Rowan is a slow hand.
We broke up.
No, I just said Rowan is slowly reaching her hand toward the cloak, going,
That cloak enhances fire spells. Do you know when fire spells works? Eyeing Rowan.
Not really. I've never dabbled in magic.
Fiona looks
Skull's like,
Rowan as well.
Hint, hint. Just like nodding his head.
Rowan starts making little flames dance around her finger.
Rowan, you just got something yourself. Maybe you two could trade?
I don't think he'd want to wear my dress.
No.
No.
She puts her hand around her neck. The necklace.
Oh, that's right. What?
What's the necklace?
So I have a necklace with a red stone, and it gives me additional luck as well as 25 temporary health points. If the health points are spent, the stone breaks and you can't use it for a week.
No offense, I think I'll keep the cloak.
Skull's like, Skull's just like very calmly like pinches his nose and his.
Fiona says, I don't know, you're pretty unlucky.
That feels like salt in an open wound, Fiona. Thank you.
Works. I mean, you could trade and maybe trade back later if you don't like it.
Skull like very calmly comes over and like puts an arm around Works' shoulder, like leans in and starts whispering in his ear.
Oh, wait a minute. When did Shin join us?
Oh. That took me a second.
Sorry, is that coming from me or is that coming from...
No, it was hard, I think. So, where did these come from, anyway?
Well, I think when I show you the next one, you'll find out.
Okay.
As for the cloak, we'll discuss that later.
Skull just puts his hands up. He's like,
I'll take into consideration.
This folks gonna get smited.
I lay the last box on the table with the symbol facing up.
yeah. The last box comes on the table. It's a very large white box, and there's a black symbol for the Fury on the center of it.
Oh.
And as Works opens it up and pulls it out, there's a very long spear. It is a Sovnia style blade. For those of you who don't know, Sovnia is essentially a spear, and it looks like it has like a scimitar at the end of it. You look at it, it's very clear it's a finely made weapon. You look and you can see toward the base of it, there's this long flowing scarf of bound dragon whiskers going all the way from the base of the blade to about like 3 feet past the spear's back end. And you look, and as you're kind of examining it, I need anybody that wants to roll a spellcraft on it, you may, if anyone wants to try to identify the make of the weapon as well.
Keon rolled a 32, I rolled a 28 on spellcraft.
While you're looking at it and kind of examining it more closely, you look at the blade and you can tell just from the sheen of it and the way it's been made and everything else, it is naturally more adept at causing damage than most other weapons, to the point that it is more likely to score a critical hit on people. Likewise, you look at it and there's this faint kind of like vibration surrounding it, and you realize as well, if you threw this weapon, it would immediately come back to your hand. No, Fiona, that does not take place until tomorrow.
What?
Her +4. Whatever, you had the same roll that I did.
It's fine, you both got the same thing. Would either of you like to examine it for material?
I mean, yeah, is that another spellcraft, or...
So... say it'd be a knowledge check.
Knowledge what, though?
Probably Arcana. Arcana, Dungeoneering.
One's like not that great at. Yo, I don't know shit. Fiona rolled a 26, I rolled an 8.
Dak, you kind of look at it, you're like, huh? What is that? Looks like a marble. Fiona, you look at it and you're like, really quick to go, that blade's a fucking dragon fang.
So wait, what are you saying?
Find out when Fiona's anything. Fiona raises her eyebrows. Oh, well then, even though you've no ties to Ishgard anymore, you're still blessed by the Fury, she says.
It would appear so.
Skull
I don't know. What
is
can
that?
you...
Is that 4 spears now?
3. I lost the first one.
Oh, that's right. That thing disintegrated, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and technically the one I've had for a while now, I'm not sure, still not really sure what that's supposed to do, but I've been keeping it on me.
If you don't want it, I'll take it off your hands.
I think I'll keep it. You never know. Next time, if another one of these things disintegrates.
Fair enough. Just kind of shrugs. He's like, so...
Besides, Dragoon isn't really too willing to give up a lance.
It's a fucking stick and you know it.
It could be a stick, and if it is a stick, I'll throw it to you. You can go fetch it.
That's exactly why I want it. You see his ears just kind of like flop.
Rowan fights the urge to make a doggy comment.
I don't think you should chew on sticks when you're human.
Didn't plan on it. He's making a joke.
I know.
Oh. Well, Skull just kind of looks around. He looks at Kato and kind of nudges him and he goes, well, we've broken all of our ties to everything at this point. We've got no nation to call home. We've got nothing but each other. So how about a toast to a new beginning?
Sounds good to me.
Mhm.
Takes a flask out of her bag and like, tips it up like cheers. To swig off her flask.
They ruined the freaking
Well.
search bar on this music tab.
Well, I guess to say our adventure truly begins now then.
I wholeheartedly agree. Fionn takes one of the glasses of water off the counter and raises it. Cheers.
Skull picks one up. He goes, well, it's not what I was thinking, but cheers, everybody.
Takes another shot of apple juice. Cheers.
Rowan looks for a
What?
drink. Wait a minute, I need...
There's like little shot glasses of water on the table.
Okay, there we go, that works. Takes a shot glass of water.
Or he's just like, I love you guys. I honestly don't know what I'd do without all of you.
You gonna cheers, Kato? Like Skull's like nudging him.
Kato just kind of raises the glass and just chugs it.
We'll get Yedrin later. Skull says.
Yeah. Oh, well, there is also one order of business we can do at some point. We need to figure out a name. That was embarrassing in the arena.
Yeah.
Oh please, you didn't have a freaking arrow in your chest. That was embarrassing.
No, they
Also,
asked...
did Fionn say what the new weapon does?
I
Did
think
Fionn?
she did.
I mean, Dak or Fionn could have told you. So.
It's like, before I forget, what does this thing do? I mean, it looks... I mean, if it's from the Fury, it's gotta do something pretty cool.
I don't know, it looks like some sort of weird marble-y thing? I don't know. I can't really get a good read on it.
I mean, you know what it did. You know what the enchantments do. You just don't know what it's made of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
So this thing comes back to me if I throw it.
Uh-huh.
Jirabe just looks at you. Do not throw that in the bar.
Was not planning on it.
You can play lawn darts.
I like this place. I'm not gonna get thrown out of it. Oh, but that does remind me. I am up to like 3 spears now. I need to get myself a bigger bag.
Yeah, you do. Well, I mean, my bag was only about 2K at the shop, so...
Maybe we can head over there before or after dinner and I can get one.
That was in
Yeah,
Gardania.
maybe. That was in Redania, but it's only an aetherite jump away.
It's like if you're looking for another handy haversack, bag of holding, whatever, there are plenty of leather makers who make those.
I'll have to... Could you point us in the direction of one?
Yeah, there's actually one over on the Shanty Street near that Void Sit shop that your friend visits. Fionn also says, I believe there's something similar that would work for that purpose. I've seen some knights with them, and Efficient Quiver, I believe it was called.
Efficient quiver. I guess that holds multiple weapons.
I would hazard a guess, yeah.
Because being able to readily draw a spear at a moment's notice would definitely
She nods.
help.
Similarly to the haversacks, yes.
I've seen a few lancers around here having something similar. Yes?
It's definitely something to look into then.
Mm-hmm.
use the money I got from Fenrir. Oh god, that money feels dirty now.
Well, then, what better way to get rid of it than to get yourself a nice quiver?
That's true, I could do that.
Jeez,
Urabe's
where
like-
was how the money was being handed out?
Urabe said the snickers when you said get himself a quiver after he just got dumped.
What kind of struggles a little bit, like, wow.
I'm
That's
sorry.
something I would... like, Works realizes what was said, and just like... I'm kind of mad I didn't think of that first! God damn it!
Oh.
Although maybe get myself a quiver, and then we can get myself a quiver.
Oh my god.
Urabe's like, you killed it. You killed it.
Rowan just moves away from work. She like moves to another stool.
Matron
Just turn to Rowan. Hey Rowan, how you doing?
burn him.
Burn him and steal the cloak. Burn him and steal the cloak.
I get plus 2 DC, I get plus 2 DC!
No, you don't. It's only if you cast it.
Shit!
Rowan blows smoke in his direction. Not fire, but just very hot smoke.
Oh my.
Urabe looks at you for a second and he goes, I can get you a pipe if you prefer. Make a much thicker smoke ring. Maybe it'll choke him.
I was just trying to make
Nice.
sure I didn't breathe fire there. So
All I'm seeing is her walking around with the Tsukiyomi pipe.
Yep.
no, I
Fion
don't.
says,
I will use my own smoke and fire. Thank you.
Fion says, should we focus on the matter of the name, or wait until Yedrin's back?
She might not be back for a while, so let's talk about the name now.
Yeah.
Skull just kind of like, I think we should wait for her to get back. I'm sure they'll take a break during the archery competition, which is only... you guys need to head over there. It's in 20 minutes.
Wait, what? Dex.
Don't I need to get my dress?
Your
Yeah.
dress should be ready as a DM aside. It's like just about ready at this point.
Dex scurries upstairs, comes down in a really plain-looking pair of pants and a shirt. She runs out towards the arena where the archery is going to be taking place at.
I'm gonna go pick up my dress first, and then I'll come back.
At that point, Skull just kind of very calmly nudges Fion.
Oh, but I wanted to cheer Dak on.
No. We're gonna... Skull's like, we're gonna go cheer her on, but as a question, do you think you could hold up another summon for a little bit? I mean, we're trying to gather up money, and wouldn't that Eggy be really good at archery?
Oh, true.
Works thinks, does archery consist of me throwing a spear?
That is not archery.
And you shoot a spear from a bow.
From a big enough bow? Probably.
No.
Yeah, Dak's gone off to the arena already.
Oh.
Granted, I can have her summoned for a few seconds, but I can give it a shot.
Actually,
Pun intended.
we retconned that to minutes. Remember, Fion?
Just pray there's no one there named Robin Hood. Or Cariel was.
Well, no, I'm meaning for the spell itself. I'm fine with that being minutes versus seconds, because I always found the second thing to be dumb. Regardless, as Skull just kind of scratches his chin, I mean, it's an archery contest. How long can it last?
3 hours later.
Just two people continually shooting through each other's arrows.
God. Sorry. Didn't mean to cut in.
Just because I thought about it earlier, didn't one of the contestants a silver knight with a giant ass bow and spears for arrows?
Skull also scratches his chin. Also, if it becomes a problem, we could always have her say she needs to go freshen up or get some more arrows, walk behind, de-summon, re-summon her.
You're right. I'll summon her when we get there then, shall we?
Skull takes Fion's hand. Let's go. He starts walking off and he turns his head. Is like, anybody else competing, or is it just us?
Just you guys, as I hide my bow.
As you hide your bow.
Hiding my bow.
Fion smiles brightly and follows Skull out.
When you guys arrive to the location, you find your Fion, Skull, and Dak kind of all arrive at once. And when you arrive, Yedrin's already there, like getting signed up.
The awkward silence from what happened earlier.
They're just no, they're just signing up.
Yeah, Fenrir's like standing over there, just like looking over like the contestants and everything. He's like, yeah.
Dak's all signed up and she's making sure she's all checked in and everything.
Orcus pulls Tart to the side real quick. Tart,
Yeah?
thanks for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Now go kick some ass. I'll be rooting for you.
I'm nowhere near as good as a bow, so it'll be fun.
Believe in the me that believes in you.
Okay.
Fenrir just like turns his work, says that, and goes, never say that again.
I meant that honestly. I believe in her.
Never say that again. I will be watching you.
It's okay. I will. I believe in my. Thank you, Orc.
He's just like pinching the pitch of his nose, like, oh my god.
Did you probably finally notices them and just gives them a slight wave?
Just waves.
Fenrir goes and sits on the opposite side of Fion that Skull is. And as you're coming in, you see the crowd for this is much, much smaller than the tourney. And you can see, as you're walking out, you can see Cottontail is standing there, just kind of, she like waves to you, Dak, and gives a faint nod. You can see, oh, why can't I ever find these when I need them? No, probably already uploaded them. You see another Makote archer. I'm an idiot. There we go. Just kind of turn back and getting his arrows ready. Likewise, you see an Ara missing what looks
Yeah, I think the same thing.
Do what?
Nothing, go ahead.
You see an Ara, a very tall Ara, missing his right ring finger. all of them are just kind of notching their bows, and they look over to see Dak and Yedrin standing there, and they just kind of nod very faintly as well. Like all of them getting set up, and you can see as you're looking down the way, like probably all the way across the arena, it's probably 200 feet to the nearest target, but they're starting you off at about 80.
Jack's looking nervous. Looks down at your crossbow.
Legion's not expecting much of themselves, just in it for trying at a chance at more Gale.
They also, like, as you're like looking at your crossbows, they like come by and you're both handed longbows.
Yeah, I was expecting to be fireable. I don't have a crossbow.
Dak looks a little bit more relieved at this.
Alright. Last but not least, there's a moment where a woman comes over and bows to everyone. It is a tall Highlander woman by the look. Long, blonde hair, kind of got her hair tied back in a ponytail, kind of a rough look about her. Her ears are slightly more pointed than a normal Highlander, but you're like, I've seen crossbreeds. And she's just kind of pulling her bow back, getting ready. At this point, Howling Raven has come around. He says, "Alright, here are the rules. You start at this line, you fire. Everyone keeps firing until you miss. When you miss, you're out."
Okay.
He says, "You may begin whenever you want. Take your time. Every time you fire, I need you to take a 10-foot step back. 10-foot step back, yeah."
Okay, so exactly what I'm just walking on. I'm guessing you make a ranged attack roll about the damage, and you basically got AC that goes up as you go back.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
remember, for the range on a longbow, which everyone is using at this point,
Range is 100.
huh?
I was looking at the longbow on the equipment thing. It's longbow's 100 feet range.
All right. So after 100 feet, unless you have long shot, you take a -2. Every 100 feet after that, you take another -2.
What if I'm going to be pathetic and 2 of my 4 shots crit fail? Oh well. Is it okay if I basically flavor my study action is aiming and my deliverance stance is doing like a big power draw that might threaten to break the bow, but it's basically trying to get the ammo to move faster? No?
Nope.
Have to make a base attack?
Yep.
Ah, God. Well, that's good. That's good, but oh well.
At this point, you see the three, you see the Ara, Cottontail, and the Makote all pull back and just fire almost in unison. And you see Cottontail and the Makotes both hit the bullseye dead on. And the Ara manages to hit sort of the edge. Fiona, essentially what we're doing is, with the archery contest, is you fire until you miss, and you keep, every time you land a hit, you take another 10-foot step back and you keep firing. The last person to miss wins. Or rather, the person who makes the furthest shot without missing wins.
Well, I'm expecting my first one to be a crit fail at this point, just because.
They're starting at, 80 feet?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
for
like,
range.
For the sake of it, also, Fiona, your Eggy does have far shot, so. Yedrin, Dak, you both pull back. Yedrin, you fire and you nail a bullseye. Dak, you pull back and fire and you hit, like, the black circle around the bullseye.
That's a nice shot. She looks all happy with herself.
Pigeons just kind of move to the next spot to take another shot because, like I said, they're not expecting to win this. Cause
How about this?
actual
We'll
archers
just do it in this
competing.
order. We'll do it like I'll take my 3 shots.
Okay.
Fiona activates the spell from the stands, which she
Then we'll
has
do
not
Yedrin.
transferred to her new sheet.
Yedrin, Dak, and Fiona.
Yo, standing. Okay, so
What spell are you
Spell,
activating? Fiona?
spell cat.
Pose.
Pose? Pose. What the? No, I don't want to know what a fermenter is for Pathfinder. What the fuck is the impose spell?
Her custom summoner spell.
It's probably one of the ones-
Ooh.
it's probably one of the ones you gave Og.
Yeah. Shit. I always forget that stuff.
So meanwhile, Ro grabbed her dress, dropped it off, and now sitting down next to Quark to cheer everybody on.
Okay, so basically, you see this woman draw her bow back, and she seems to like gleam with an unnatural force of charisma about herself as she gets ready to fire. Whenever you want to make her roll. At this point, she pulls back and she looks over at Yedrin and Dak, and she steps into their line and shoots the arrow right through theirs.
Oh well. She shrugs her shoulders.
It's at this point you see the Makote pull his arrow, fire, and you see his finger slip, and he's like, "Fuck!" And it just hits the ground in front of him, and they like start dragging him out.
Oh.
Here, 101.
He's a cute Makote. Too bad he
Betty, what?
didn't make it.
Aw.
Likewise, you see the Ara pull back, and he slams right into the thing. It's like, "All right, next group." You see the rest of them have hit 100. So, Dak, Yedrin, Fion.
Is there any reason I can't use my study target bonus in particular, or
Because there's nothing to study. It's a wooden target.
then you're right. Just
It's
want-
made of wood.
Yeah. I don't know.
That is a
There's
will.
not really a weak point.
Yeah.
Artemis steps back and knocks another arrow while she waits. This would be you next.
Yeah.
Yedrin, not to be outdone by the woman next to you, you fire and you go right through your own arrow again. And Dak is like looking at the two of you like, what the fuck is wrong with you two? And fires down your own lane. And hits her slot.
Yeah, Adrian got a 22, I got a 21.
Artemis has a 25. Artemis just like looks back and she's like, "We're gonna play that game? Okay." And she fires, not even looking at it, goes right through the arrow again.
I told you, we two people just shooting through each other's arrows.
Okay, you've
It's a tie.
hit 100 feet. Let's see. You watch and you see the Ara pull back and fire, and his arrow veers off, and it just barely hits the corner of the arrow stand. He's like, just kind of grunts. Meanwhile, Cottontail pulls back and hits hers kind of dead on the black area, and she seems a bit frustrated as well. But they start taking take another 10 foot back.
Rowan was for anybody but Cottontail.
So now we're hitting the.
Go everybody else! Fuck you, bitch.
I think after this one, we start taking a penalty if we don't have far shot.
Yep.
Okay.
May draw high. I said hi, Yedrin.
Yedrin pulls back and fires, like deciding the contest is stupid. Hits her own target. Dak does the same, like you both just kind of in onto the bullseye.
Yedrin got a 19. I got a 22. Just typing. Artemis takes another few steps back, rolls around, and snap fires 18.
She fires. She doesn't quite hit the bullseye. She hits the black mark. You're now at 110 feet.
Okay.
At that point, you see Cottontail pull back, and she looks at Rowan and kind of like nods very sourly at her, and not looking fires and just nails the bullseye like through her other arrows. Meanwhile, the Ara fires and he nearly misses, but still manages to get the hit.
You just got called out by Cottontail again.
Not really. She was like, I'm sorry.
I mean, it's not like, you know, I'm cheering for everybody else. Thumbs up, I'm not cheering.
It's like, go everyone! Fuck you.
Dredger pulls back, fires, and nails the bullseye. Dak.
24. Oh, a natural 1.
Tark shoots someone in the crowd.
Dak pulls back, and as she does so, she fires and it goes high and goes right over the marker, just hitting the ground behind it.
Oh.
At that point,
Oh, well.
at that point, a young Midlander man, looks to be about 18, slightly green hair. Hang on.
Artemis hit a 14.
Artemis hits.
Ooh. What?
What?
Okay.
Huh? It's surprised the AC is that low.
It's an unmoving object.
Oh yeah. I don't
Like
like
a
that, but
10 or something.
Dak, the young man who comes to escort you out looks like this, and he actually is carrying the staff, and he's like, "Excuse me, pardon me, can you
Yeah.
need to get you off the field?"
She goes without any fluff, and she gives back the bow as she leaves.
Ark, why do I recognize him?
Hold on.
Generic green-haired animal boy. I don't know.
There's always someone with a weird hair color in there.
So the other two, after you get back up, and they said, "All right, we're gonna start increasing the distance further. Can we get you all back to 150?"
Artemis nods and says, "Yep, we're back."
the Adrian just nods and goes to the quiet distance.
It's at that point you watch Cottontail pull her bow back, and as she fires, the string on her bow snaps. She's like, "Crap!" And you see the arrow go only about 75 feet and then bury itself in the ground. She's like looking at her bow. She walks off the field.
Oh.
Meanwhile, the Ara has pulled back and is fired. He's still hitting his mark.
It's still just a +2, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still just a -2 for now.
Okay.
Rowan feels slightly bad for slightly.
Yedrin, you pull back and you like pull up as far as you can to make an arc, and it flies, and it just barely hits the target. It's like sticking only in a little bit of white at the edge.
Oh, God.
Artemis pulls back and fires, and she has to do the same thing, and it's basically only slightly lower into the target than Yedrin's.
Yedrin hit 11, and Artemis got a 12.
Yeah, it's a good thing we're not counting points.
Back to 200 feet.
Oh my God.
Theo and quirks an eyebrow. Is the wind picking up?
At that point, the Ara like looks down and he sees how far back he is, and you see him do this very odd draw where he holds the bow against his chest, pulls his arm back so it's stretched further, so he's basically like firing from a full arm width, and he launches and it goes straight through the bullseye.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm starting to think how you even do that. Like, that does not seem like it's like, you know.
The bow basically is like bent double.
Okay.
Oh, minus.
I mean, just the holding holding against your chest.
Basically, he's holding the bow to the point where he's got his fists like right off to the side of his pectoral, and then he gripped the arrow, and then he pulled his arms apart.
Okay.
Minus 4 now, right, Doc?
Yep. -2 for 4 shots. Okay. Yedrin, you pull back, and you're like, you see how he fires, and you replicate his stance. You get it back, and you're like, I'm not gonna lose to another Ara, or this bitch next to me, and you fire, and you go right through the bullseye.
Artemis got a 26.
Damn!
Artemis doesn't even do like the funny draw. She's just like looking at you two, like she just pulls back normal, fires with a slight angle, and it goes right into the bullseye.
Jeez.
Okay, back to 300 feet.
Whoa.
Well, they just went back 100 feet.
Yep.
-6. It's at this point getting a bit leery on their chances.
The other Ara does the same exact motion, goes right into the bullseye again.
Artemis walks
Jesus.
further back with a confident smirk.
Roll high!
Nice!
Yedrin
19.
pulls back, he's like, fuck this! Like her hand's like almost touching the ground. As she fires, he goes right up and smacks the bullseye.
Artemis rolled a 20.
Artemis is like rolling her eyes at the show that everyone's making. She just flips it out, pulls back like almost half-heartedly, and it flies directly into the bullseye without even making another motion. 500 feet!
Oh dear God! What is this, like a -10?
Like some -10 for Yedrin, a -5 for the other two.
Oh my God! Yeah, Trent, I don't even think you're gonna be able to make this one.
I would have been eliminated by now for sure. Good thing I'm not down there, says Fiona while
Actually,
swinging.
let's go to 400. They shout out to 400 feet, and Skull just kind of like wraps his arm around Fiona, and he's like, "Told you it was a good idea."
So -8.
-8.
Oof.
Other guy got to go first.
Yeah, he's going.
Adrian at this point is impressed they made it this far.
The guy just takes a step back, and like he gets to the point where he needs to go, and he's like, he looks at Artemis and he looks at Yedrin. He's like, points his bow almost straight up in the air and pulls back and fires, and you see it go sailing like basically over the top of the entire arena until you can't see it in the sun, and then you see it dive and fall right at an angle into the bullseye.
He just called you two out.
Also, Fiona nods. It was a wonderful idea, dear.
At this point, Fenrir just like leans over and whispers into Fiona's ear.
What are you gonna do after today?
Vision is to be pissed by that shot against Steel Lord.
I want to know what he
And it's not making it.
Yevon rolled a 6.
Yevon does her best and kind of like has the knowledge. Just like I did make 3rd place, so cool. And goes to fire, and it doesn't even make it halfway.
Just
At least I get money.
sighs and a slight disappointment, but it's not surprised. But that's not surprised in any way, and just calmly leaves the field as whoever comes in.
Fiona is distracted from the field and turns her head swiftly, red in the face. What the child? I mean,
Artemis
rolled a 16.
with that little distraction to the her summoner, just kind of like pulls back and fires, and it still hits, but it's nowhere near a bullseye. 500. At that point, Finger like looks at Fiona and goes, "Really, I thought you would have had more tact to whisper it back to me, but if you're doing that, yes, you two smell very deeply of one another. So I was wondering, when am I going to have a grandchild?"
Oh my god.
Skull just like turned his head, just like bright damn red.
I can just see Skull just like, really, Dad? Now? Can't it wait?
At the 500 marker, the Aura is like, "God damn it, when are you gonna miss?" It pulls back, and he's like, it fires, and it goes sailing and does the same motion right in the bullseye. And goddamn, that is the 6th 19 I've rolled with this guy.
Jesus.
God damn it, Ark!
Oh, Artemis said you rolled
Oh.
Rowan's just
Rowan's what?
admiring the aura.
Ah.
At this point, they're like not even in the arena. They're like a football field away from the arena making shots.
Thanks, I'm just impressed they made it that far.
Fiona, because of what Artemis is, I will allow her to roll with an advantage once.
14.
As Artemis pulls back and gets ready to fire, like you see like the shadow of an arrow come back, and it never hits the ground, and you're like, huh? Everyone's like looking for a second, and then you see she's already like pulled back in like a set that doesn't even look like she ever fired it once. Everyone's like, what the fuck did I just see? Basically, Fiona, you quickly realize that Artemis essentially just desummoned her arrow when she realized she was gonna miss. And then fires again and it hits.
That is so cheap. I love it.
Why don't we do the world of magic, people?
At that point, the guy's like looking at her. He's like, "You are a wonderful archer. It is a pleasure to be firing next to you." He like, starts backing up to the 600-foot mark, and he's like, "But I fear one of us is soon to miss."
Well, no, with 6 19s in a row, he's not.
Jesus.
She could have messed up before me, but
He's like-
I was getting down to negatives.
I have to draw on my family secret technique. He like puts the arrow on the ground and pulls back as hard as he can. He's like bending back in like a horse stance.
Ark, I hate you so much right now because I got one thing in my mind. One thing popped into my head.
Oh god, what?
This technique has been passed on the Arshan generation, Arshan line for generations.
The arrow goes zooming by, and it goes over the top of the stadium, whizzing past the stands, and it hits the black part of the marker. He's like,
Wait, what?
He hit the stand.
Oh.
An 8.
At that point, and Artemis like recognizing that this guy's like gotten her beat, just kind of nods, takes her shot, and it flies and it falls like 20 feet short of the mark.
Darn.
The guy's
Yeah,
like,
second place though.
he's like, finally. At that point, they're like, keep going, let's see how far back you can go. And he's like, what?
just walks out of the stadium and fires an arrow back into it.
They
Is that
already
far
have.
enough
They
yet?
already are.
They already are. They've been doing that for the last 400 feet.
Yeah, I think they got out of the stadium around the 400-foot mark.
Artemis returns the bow and watches with her vantage point.
He backs
He
up.
fires.
He backs up to the 700-foot mark, and he's like, fuck.
He fires from out of the city. And
He fires and it lands and it just barely hits it. He's like, God damn it! And they back him up another 100 feet.
Fires it from Wimsa.
He's like, basically, he's back 800 feet. And he's like, guys, this is really stretching it. And he's like, fires. It still makes it. It's just like hitting like the very tip of the marker.
God damn!
He's like 900 feet. He's like, I don't
Fires
think
it
I can
from
make
the other
this.
side of the stadium and goes around the entire world and back again.
At that point, he's like, he hits the 900-foot mark. And he's like, guys, seriously, this is fucked up.
I mean, can't he just miss on purpose?
He could, but he makes the shot. He's like,
What's his negative at this point?
it's just hitting 0.
Oh my god.
Remember, far shot makes it so it's only a -1 for every range increment.
Oh my god.
He's like, okay, 1,000 feet. I'm gonna miss this time. And he fires. He just like flops onto the ground like 10 feet in front of him. He's like, thanks, bye. I gotta walk my ass back into the arena now.
yeah, I think around the 400-foot marks when we left the arena. 200 feet is about the stands.
You left the arena at 300 feet. So you're like having to shoot over the arena every time.
Yeah. I'm impressed you should made it that far.
At this point, he like walks back. He's like sweating. He's like, like, you just see
doesn't he know he makes it? Just hears the roar of the crowds. Shit.
You see
Artemis
cocktails like
returns to
clapping
the arena
for
as
him.
well.
He's like, yeah.
It,
What's sad
Yeah,
is he had less bonuses than Artemis did. He just kept firing like criticals.
yeah. Yeah, Ginger claps him as well, because, dang.
Yo, lots of clapping, cheering, woo!
At this point, Howling Raven comes out and he's like, in first place, we have Nakiri of the 9 Fingers. And he like holds up the bow and he's like, just hands it and he's like, They give him his little sack of gil. At that point, Artemis comes up and he's like, in second place, the mistress of the hunt, Artemis. Hand her a sack with 5,000 gil in it, and then,
It reminds me of the hunt.
and in third place, the dragon of the sea, Miss Yedrin, returning to us once more. Hand you a sack with 2,000 gil in it. Thank you all. Thank you all.
Andrew gets hit with another soft pretzel.
At that point, he's like, please do remember to come back for the popularity contest. And he looks down. He's like, in 6 hours, we're going to be setting up in the meantime. If you want to stick around and watch, that's fine. We'll have a live show.
What the hell?
About time we stop for the night.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was going to say, we
Vision.
finish up whatever conversation that
Yeah,
Theo wants to
this-
have with Artemis and Skull and Fenrir.
Yeah.
Fenrir just kind of like... Fenrir gets up and pats Theo on the shoulder and was like, I'm just messing with you. Don't worry about it.
I'll talk to you guys later then.
Okay.
Like, kinda.
Okay, though.
Yeah. I know Sidron's probably gonna bid the group farewell before meeting back up with Fenrir to disappear for the
Emphasis on the bow wow because he's a dog.
Oh, down works.
Bow chicka bow wow.
Fenrir's like just glaring at you right now. He throws a golden brick at you.
Take 100 points of non-lethal.
Where did you get? I'm just looking at him like, where'd you pull that brick from?
It's like reaches into his chest and he pulls out another one.
What the hell, man?
He's a void sent. What do you want?
Are they worth anything?
No.
It's fine.
Aw.
That's why, like the one that pegged you across the head for 1 point of non-lethal is already vanished.
Well, I guess we better go ready for dinner then.
It's like he's like Fenrir's like starting to walk by you, and he's like he leans down. He just kind of pats you on your shoulder. Whatever has made you cry, son, it's not. In the long run, trust me, you'll forget about it in time. Go enjoy your friends while you have them.
Thanks.
I have to say this out of character, but he sure is.
What?
Fenrir sure is enjoying his friends.
Oh.
Mork is not going to say anything because now he knows where the gold bricks are coming from. But he thinks to himself, I mean, I can't enjoy them any more than you are.
Fenrir just starts walking away.
Before Yedrin runs off, like, Dak congratulates her. And, I was gonna say, also mentions dinner if she wanted it to come. That she'd be paying.
Adrian thanks Todd, and tells and replies with he did good as well, and thinks on that then offer and says, I'm sad to say I might have to miss that one.
Fenrir comes by and you see like Dak, roll a perception.
No. There's Dak, no.
28.
As he comes by, he like slips next to him. He's like, "Go enjoy dinner. We have all night." But like, you see Yedrin just faintly jump, and you realize he's just Fenrir just has like a handful of her ass.
God damn. Oh, I'm gonna go get ready. Okay, I'll meet you guys back at the inn. Adol should be meeting us there.
Yeah, let's go and just go with him. I'll be waiting. You know where to find me.
Adrian just sighs but says, very well then. It'll be a pleasure to accompany you then, Todd. Do this then to get together.
Meanwhile, Artemis is like slipped away and found like a shady spot and like gives the money to Fionn and then desummons.
Money. Okay.
So I don't think anyone answered my earlier question. Is it possible to transfer an enchantment without destroying the item?
Yes.
Really?
I think it's
So-
old school Archmage just because it can be a bit weird trying to fit a bunch of stuff in like single slots.
Like it has
So I was gonna
like,
say,
the,
I was
the
gonna
other
say,
container has to be able to hold it. Like you can't. You're not going to be able to take the Like you're not going to be able to take the enchantment from your original spear and put it on the new one you just got. That won't stack. There's not enough.
I was talking more of the fire effects from the cloak onto something Rowan has. Because me being, front line, that +4 to Constitution kind of helps. Plus, what does that modifier help with?
Basically,
Oh, damn.
more
Like,
than
like I said,
that.
Rowan was going to trade you the necklace, which would have given you more hit points than that Constitution buff would.
Mhm.
Plus a luck point.
That's true. I mean,
Which is like a +1 on everything, right?
It's a plus
Yeah.
one. It's a +1 to all your saving throws and all your skill checks,
Yeah.
and your hit. So basically, everything. It's a +1 to everything, but your modifiers.
Yeah.
What is?
It's a +1 to luck, which basically means it's a +1 to all your skill checks. It's a +1 to your hit, ranged or melee. It's a +1 to all your saves. The only thing it doesn't increase is it doesn't increase your ability modifiers.
So pretty much it adds another +1 to like you said to hit. So my attack rolls.
To your attack rolls, it's everything but damage and your ability scores.
Shit.
Yeah.
The other thing is, because it's untyped, it stacks with everything.
Oh dear God.
Oh, yeah, me too. Seeing I was hungry. Oh, sorry.
Well, Rourke's may be inclined to trade the cloak, but he does want another cloak because, God almighty, cloaks look awesome.
Go buy one.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to do.
Yeah. I
By
got
the
to
time,
upgrade my...
I will say this before we leave. Before we call it a night, you all get back to the Summer's Lullaby, and Rowan is like in her new gown. It's got like a slight plunging neckline that stops just before her cleavage. There's like a slight like black lace frill around it, giving her a very high-born look with that little behemoth necklace on her neck as the red gem at the bout of it. You see this red satin and velvet gown just kind of encompassing her and everything else. She definitely looks like a regal woman, even more so than usual. There's little flakes and shards of crystals embedded into the gown to kind of give it this almost eternal sparkle.
If I could whistle, I'd be, not like the sexy cat, but whistle with just like yeah, kind of like that. Like wow.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's like wow, Rowan.
Skull just like very quietly like grabs the back of Works' head and he's like, "Down, boy, down, heel."
Like you're like I turn to Skull, I'm like you're like you're one to talk.
I've just always really wanted to say that to somebody.
Dax just like circling Rowan, just squeeing softly. You're so pretty. Oh, it looks so great on you.
I know they did an awesome job.
Oh, and the necklace works so well with that.
Skull gives a faint bow and he's like, "Lady Darksbane, you are looking magnificent."
And Rowan curtsied, "Oh, why, thank you."
Well, I'm gonna go get into my dress and I will be down in a little while. I have a lot. Skitters upstairs.
Well, Dak is going to get changed. Adol comes in. You see he has his like fencing hat, but now he's got a black one. And he's got it like kind of held to his chest, and he's dressed very similar to like an Ishgardian butler, except his coat doesn't have the tails on it. So nice sort of blazer look, black slacks, black shoes. He's like slicked back his naturally red hair. He's kind of like looking around like a little shyly, like kind of slowly messing with his tie. He goes, "Oh, hello everybody. Pleasure to see you again, Miss Darksbane. I don't think I had the pleasure of meeting these two," and he points to Skull and Fionn.
That's right. I'm supposed to know him, but I don't really know him. Adol, this is Skull, and this beautiful lady here. This is Fionn. They are also members of our group.
He's like, "It's wonderful to meet both of you. Pleasure is truly mine. Master Workson, it's good to see you in good health as well."
Same to you. You clean up pretty nicely.
Thanks.
Fion bows politely. Fion Eliswa, it's a pleasure to meet you too.
Skull extends his hand and shakes it, and he's like, I'm Skull. It is wonderful to meet another member of Dequa's ever-expanding family. At that point, Adol just kind of laughs. He's like, yes, we're around. There's a lot of us.
I'm gonna go drop the weapons upstairs. I don't think I need to bring them to dinner.
Probably be wise, though you do note that he does have the rapier on his hip.
I'll bring the new one at least. I don't think I need 3 spears on me for dinner.
We'd always check them in somewhere.
That's true. I would trust them there more. Fair enough. And if I may be so bold, Rowan, would you like to be my date this evening?
Oh.
Morgan's face just goes beat right after asking that.
Adol
I didn't hear anything. What
slightly
happened?
blushing.
Works just asked you out.
Wait a minute.
Works asked if you'd be his date for dinner tonight.
So for some reason, Discord completely blanks out as Works asked me out. Say it again so I can actually hear it.
Works asked you out to be his date for dinner tonight.
No, I want Works to ask me again.
Oh, okay. Do it, Works.
I need to hear it.
Rowan, would you be my date tonight?
No.
Rowan looks at Works. Kind of cocks her head to the side. Says, well, if you clean up, absolutely.
Oh.
I'm assuming he's wearing his regular, traveling gear.
Yeah.
I'm sitting
I
here.
don't think Works has formal wear.
Jirabe just very kindly looks at you. He's like, Works in. I can loan you some a bartending uniform. We seem to be
Close
the same
enough.
size.
If you can include gloves too.
Biter, we don't do gloves. He holds up a former pair of gloves that are torn to shreds. We kind of have scales on our hands. And leather does contaminate our food and beverages.
Would I be able to move the scales up at least to where they're not going to be on my hands?
No, he's talking about your normal scales, dude.
Yeah.
Like the normal Aura scales. You have scales on your hands. They rip apart.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, it so requires either heavy
Wait.
gloves or
But the scales.
Yeah.
Why is Works looking to cover his hands? What did I forget?
He's got the dragon scales.
But
I've
I didn't
already
think
mentioned you can move that to your back.
Okay. I'll take the offer. I'll go
Just
get dressed.
Just make sure you return it in one piece. There will be a 20 gil surcharge for it. It is nice clothing. We do respect a return. You'll get half of the down payment back if it is returned undamaged.
Hands 20 gil over. I shall return.
Reaches underneath the cabinet and puts it down.
Yeah, poor Yedrin has been introduced.
It's all not yet. No,
I
did
thought.
not.
Wait a minute. I thought he went back with Fenrir.
No, Fenrir.
Fenrir decided to postpone the reunion until after dinner.
My deepest apologies. I kind of got a little sidetracked. Adol, this is another one of our. This is Yedrin Hunt.
I believe I had the pleasure in the arena, mostly from watching you fight. You were very impressive. It's wonderful to meet you.
Thank you. It is wonderful to meet you as well. Oh, there's a slight bow in greeting.
He bows as well in the Ishgardian style, and he goes, "It is a pleasure to see my sister has so many good friends, so many very lovely friends." She's like looking at Works and looks at the other three of you, and he's like, so if I... You see he starts blushing, and he goes, "What all has she said to you about the family?"
That you're very large, and you're full of very...
Interesting.
He broke off at very...
Broke off, very large and very something.
Very handsome.
Ah, I see. He just kind of nods a little. Everybody in the room, like, roll a perception.
What did I do? First, some Works went upstairs to get changed.
So Works is not there. Yedrin.
Steve's all at 31. Natural 20. Theo has 20 perception.
Yedrin sees into his soul.
Rowan rolled 20.
You all look, and as Rowan says that, there's like this. There's a very clear look of disappointment, and like what you're guessing is like mild jealousy. He's like, "Oh, well, I'm glad she thinks very highly of us," and
Oh, she loves you all desperately. There's nothing to... I'm making brothers and family member I've met. I wonder... I actually kind of made that comment on my own because I've yet to meet an average-looking family member. But she adores each and every one of you.
You can still see there's like... You're looking, Rowan, and as you look, there's like, the more you talk, the more there's like this little bit of hurt that twinkles in the side of his eyes. Like,
I think I'm gonna get
Yedrin can
news
see it really well. What was that?
I said, I think I'm just gonna shut up now because I need to get my new...
You get what?
Get my new shoes out of my mouth.
He's like, oh, that's good. Adol's like blushing a little bit, and he's like, well, if you do enjoy members of the family, I know some of them are still single. I'm sure they would love to meet you. I'm guessing Rowan just has like a giggle fit.
No, she just chuckles and says she'll keep that in mind.
Okay.
Yedrin's not sure how to help the poor man because there's not much helping this.
Yeah.
Works his back downstairs. You know, I think this may be the first time ever I've dressed up this nicely. Don't get a lot of chances in, the lower parts of Ishgard.
He's basically in a white button-down, a black bow tie, a black silk vest, and slacks. Nice pair of shoes on.
I gotta say, it feels nice.
How are you hiding your tail? Or are you?
About.
Oh damn, that's right. I gotta go like head for tail now.
He's got a really nice leather belt. Yeah, it's 11:30 and we were gonna stop at 11.
Yeah, I think it's the point.
Yeah, I think you can stop in before Todd gets back down, and Yedrin's probably just gonna give the guy a sympathetic pat while she goes up to clean up enough to be presentable, because I'm not sure if I have any finery, but I can at least Make sure I look
Presentable.
good. Yeah.
So Worcestershire Jerome goes,